Alright. Hello, hello? Let me just sort something out with my model. Seems like the mouth tracking isn't working as well. Weapon sensitivity. Okay. Better. Put above 30. Test. Right, okay, cool. Right. Yeah, so I think yeah, I think we've got a little bit more to go. Hopefully shouldn't take too long. Well, I said that the last time and we ended up with quite a lot more to go. So let's just keep playing until we finish it. It shouldn't be too much now. I think we're getting up to the really juicy bits. So let's see what happens. So let me just get straight into it. Also, I just realised I'm using mouse and keyboard. Oh, that's fine, right? Mouse and keyboard's alright. I don't think I've got anything that I actually need Might as well just stick the controller. Hey, Shrapnel. Yeah, it's not bad actually. Been enjoying it. Give me 1 second. I'm just a little bit disorganized at the moment. Woke up and I've got an ulcer under my tongue as well, so it's like making it hard to like eat, drink, and speak at the moment. So see what happens. Kind of annoying. Yeah, it's been really good so far. I've actually been very impressed with how everything is set up. So that's why I've been enjoying it a lot. It's pretty rare for a visual novel to actually grab me so easily. But visual novels are like that, I think. I've certainly enjoyed it a lot. Like the last one I played that was actually this engrossing was obviously and that was like just interesting because of how everything was interconnected. But yeah, this has been good. I've enjoyed it so far. And looking forward to seeing what happens towards the end, like, because I think we've been getting to some really good bits here at the moment. I think there's still a fair bit to go, but I want to actually try and get as much done as possible tonight. That includes finishing up all of these little chapters here and there. But yeah, it's been good. I've been pretty pleased with it so far. The thing about visual novels is it's like one and done. So as soon as you've finished it, doesn't really not that much need to actually want to play it again. But and this is pretty good. I mean, it's certainly a good story to actually get involved in. Like, and certainly I don't think I've seen everything so far. So let's get straight to it and you know, figure out what's going on. We did finish. I think it was the last note that we finished was with Haraway, where we actually broke into the house, the girl's house, and found the stepfather dead. And we figured quite a few things out, like with the general storyline, what happened, like to Haraway's son, and what we think happened to both the teacher and the girl's stepfather. So it's actually been pretty good. There's been a lot of twists and turns, and it's pretty cool that you get hints of the story like through other characters' branches, which is quite nice. It's a shame that we don't get to see what happens with, you know, Shogo, because obviously he died at the end of the first night. In both routes, just like, yeah, okay, but it's a shame we don't get to see what happened to Yoko. Yeah, the plot twists are very, very uncommon. That's what's pretty cool. I liked it though. It's actually a really well done story. And even if the branches, even if the stories don't intersect like directly, you can see that they involve each other, which is pretty good. It's a well written story that can do that. So I'm actually pretty impressed with what they've done with it. Let's get straight into it though. So we're going to start with Yako's storyline. So Yako Sakazaki, the rite of resurrection, is the inception of this whole affair. Yako and Mio decide to confront the man responsible for spreading rumors of it in the first place, Hideki Araishi. They find him in his frequent stomping grounds, the Kurokikyo Cafe. So we're at the school, and we've just spoken to not only Hitomi, but the two detectives at this point. So we're off to go do our own investigation, Mio and Yako. So Kurokikyo Cafe. 12 o'clock in the afternoon, eh? Oh, look, a sticker. That's convenient. You know, normally you'd be breaking school rules just by stepping foot in a cafe. I'll be in hot water if you lied about having permission from the police. Remember that. We know, it'll be okay. What do you want to ask me? I'll ask you something about that sticker. What is that? Was it 3 of them? Sparring Sparrow Bros. Why do they all look very delinquent? These birds. Looking quite funny. Right, okay. Look at the surroundings first. Cafe, I've never been to one before. How exciting. Jesus, you're a high school girl and you've never been to a cafe before. Pretty smelly inside because of the cigarette smoke, but... So, oh, it's quite a lot. Right, a coffee shop in South Warigasui Street. Kurokikyo Cafe's convenient location has made it a favorite of businessmen in the neighborhood. Though formerly a relaxing location where classical and jazz music were played, the cafe has begun incorporating some pop songs into its playlist at the request of customers. The most popular menu item is a pilaf served with black coffee, though cream soda topped with a large scoop of ice cream is also a popular choice. Cream soda. Fashionable cafes featuring jazz and live performances were in vogue until the mid-Showa era, when the number of cafes offering a carefully brewed cup of coffee in a relaxed atmosphere began to increase. Many of these locations also have public telephones, making them convenient meeting places. However, they also developed a reputation as hangout spots for delinquents, leading a large number of schools to forbid their students from patronizing them. In recent years, table arcade games have become a big hit, affording cafes installing them a steady stream of customers. Hell yeah. So the Shigema kidnapping overview. Jesus, that's big. Did I not read that? Right, so the kidnapping overview. Kidnapping and murder case that took place in Honjo, Sumida around 1 year ago. Haruhi Shigema's son, Shuichi, age 11, was kidnapped on his way home from school with a ransom being demanded that same evening. Yeah, it's just updated. So initially the kidnapping was thought of as a simple extortion scheme, but when it came to light that the Shigema family was closely tied to the police, and Shuichi was in fact the grandson of a senior official, it was quickly assumed that the perpetrator was acting upon a grudge against the police force. The kidnapping was treated as a direct attack against the good name of the police, and a large-scale investigation was launched that used the best equipment available to trace police calls.
Okay, so it's a pun desu.
Thanks for the bits. This made it all the more embarrassing when they were unable to catch the culprit. Losing the public's confidence, the culprit grew cocky, relentlessly mocking the police force. After 3 days of failure after failure, Haruhi reached a breaking point. Spurred by concern for her son, she resolved to hand over the ransom money as fast as possible, but her husband and father, who held the prestige of the police in high regard, refused, saying that they would not let the criminal win by giving in to their demands. The increasingly frantic detective assigned to the case lost his temper when the criminal called to give an ultimatum, causing the culprit to never make contact again. Another week passed and Shuichi's body was found floating in the Sumida River. Shuichi's death could be largely ascribed to the police's incompetence, but this was ultimately covered up with stringent media embargoes. The investigation was never closed, but the case is long gone cold. Subsequent investigations revealed that the culprit was in fact Kankichiro Iwai, an unemployed man. Toshiko Shiraishi, his con-law wife, and Michio Shiraishi, their daughter, acted as accomplices. Kankichiro routinely used violence against both Toshiko and Michio to force them to do his bidding, and it is believed that he coerced them into becoming accessories to the crime. Kankichiro wanted to use the boy as a living sacrifice for his magical studies, meaning that the ransom was never actually the primary motive for the kidnapping. The reason for targeting the Shigema family's son was due to personal grievance. Okay, cool. Right, so that's inside checked. Tick, 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 tick. Can't expect them. Yako, if you would. Right, we wanted to ask you about this. Oh my, a curse stone. An Okame mask. That must mean the Fool's Procession. You toured the school last night? Damn, there of all places. Yako, you're one of them? You're a curse bearer. Please calm down, Mr. Raishi. Your reaction is too intense, it's kind of scaring me. I'm sorry about that. I'm afraid I got ahead of myself. What is it you wanted to know about your curse stone? What would be the best way to approach this? Flatter her? It's just a brilliant teacher like you must know an awful lot about these curse stones. Well, it's true that I'm likely the person most well versed in this matter. You're the only one we can count on. Mr. Raishi, won't you help us? Please? My god, this girl. Oh, am I now? In that case, there's no harm hearing what you have to ask. Thank you. Let's see. Why is everything with the Rite of Resurrection and 7 Mysteries Curse Stones happening now? Oh, taking an interest now that you've received one of the curses, have you? You sound like a researcher starting your questioning with your subject's origins. Mr. Raishi, you're not the one who triggered the curse, are you? No, I'm afraid I have nothing to do with that. Rather, I wasn't even attempting to do so in the first place. Completing the rite itself has nothing to do with my research. Then, do you know of the ancient Onmyodo ritual known as the Feast of Shadows? What is that? Something from the occult? Miss Kurosuzu, you look like the type to be interested in those things, but it's outside my field of expertise. In that case, why do you think the rite and curses have appeared now? I believe this is the intentional work of someone. It's certainly not something that would happen by accident. Why is it you want to know? Well, you may not tell us anything else if we say that we're trying to stop the curse. We need to make something up. Right. She's got a mole? Just noticed. Got a mole on her neck. Make something up. Well, you see, we just have such intellectual curiosity and I think it could really help your research. I see. Now that you mention it. Seems like he's reluctant to answer. Then how about... then... What does that record of fates that you've been researching say about the Rite of Resurrection? Oh, I see. That's what you want to know. Allow me to first elucidate you regarding the author of the Record of Fates. A special privilege, I might add, since I've yet to publish in a paper. Publish this in a paper. Yeah, the dead guy was a bit of a surprise, yeah. I mean, I semi-expected it, but I did expect it to be done by the same person, which was pretty cool. Yeah, okay. The Record of Fates was written 200 years ago in the latter half of the Edo period. It was written by a skilled but little-known onmyoji named Seiman Tsuchimikado. Seiman? This is important stuff. If nothing else, remember this. Seiman Tsuchimikado? I've never heard him. I'm sure you haven't. He was born into a famed onmyoji family but split away to practice forbidden arts in secret. He used whatever name was most convenient for the situation, so his real name barely exists in records. Or so it is written in the Record of Fates. Huh. As brilliant as Seiman was, he was also an eccentric. He delved into researching the Rite of Resurrection, a legendary forbidden ritual that had never been completed. However, by involving himself with this forbidden ritual, he was expelled from his family, and eventually found himself in Honjo in Edo. The Record of Fates are the writings Seiman recorded on the road to Edo. I see. So he wrote how to perform the rite itself? The Rite of Resurrection makes use of Abe no Seimei's specialty, the Taizen Fukin ritual, a means of communicating with the afterlife. King Abe no Seimei, Jesus. It uses soul dregs to replicate the soul of a dead spirit that has been called. Oh wow, I never knew something like that existed. Thus, it is thought the only ones who can use it are those with the ability to turn human souls into soul dregs in the first place. So the Rite of Resurrection calls for that ritual to be performed in advance. Then, when the soul dregs are gathered and infused with the wish of whoever is performing the ritual, it can be completed. contents written in the Record of Fates end there. There's no more? What about the 7 mysteries or the curse stones? There's nothing written about them in the Record of Fates. The curse stones are separate from the Rite of Resurrection. That's a surprise. That curse is one used to enable one who is unable to perform such rituals to be able to use the rite. That's similar to what Mio said, actually. According to the Record of Fates, this mysterious ritual was devised by the gifted Onmyoji Abe no Seimei, who converts the souls of the dead bound for the underworld with soul dregs, collected as sacrifices through the Taizen Fukin ritual. The secret art of converting souls to soul dregs is out of reach to all but the most skilled practitioners. Onmyoji! An officially appointed government position with the Bureau of Onmyo in medieval Japan. Onmyoji were tasked with performing divinations and rituals. They would employ the Chinese philosophies of yin and yang and wuxing, the 5 elements, to compose astronomical charts and almanacs. High-ranking practitioners used a variety of mystical arts, including ones that brought natural disasters and curses. Onmyoji were also tasked with exorcising demons through the use of shikigami. Onmyoji thrived during the Heian period, in part due to the work of the famous Onmyoji and later founder of the Tsuchimikado clan, Abe no Seimei. However, Onmyoji began to gradually decline in number after samurai gained control of Japan. At the same time, many of their miraculous arts were lost along with the development of civilization. Although the services of Onmyoji were typically reserved for the upper class, there were a number of shomonji or hidden Onmyoji who worked for the common folk. Interesting. How are the 7 mysteries related to the rite? Excuse me, Mr. Araishi. What is it, Miss Kurosuzu? You published a theory before the incident took place. It said that the Rite of Resurrection and origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo are related somehow. What proof did you have of that? You really know your stuff, but about that was a somewhat sensationalized piece written for occult magazines. Oh, really? It was just nonsense then? Not exactly. Rather, it's not a complete fabrication. There's a basis for it. And that is... well, I suppose there's no harm telling a couple of students that are so passionate about this topic. Thank you! There's something I discovered from referencing numerous texts unrelated to the Record of Fates. It's just after Seiman arrived in Honjo. There are records of a conflict over a ritual used to resurrect the dead in Honjo. Holy Grail War! A conflict over resurrecting the dead? Don't know the details. A man enticed the public with claims of a spell that could resurrect the dead, causing a conflict that ended tragically with 9 dead. That is the only remaining reference. 9 people fighting over a resurrection ritual. Call this tragedy the Honjo incident, and it has long been a subject of my research. It's happening again, of course. And I suspect that this Honjo incident might be the very origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. So what you're saying is... the resurrection ritual at the root of the Honjo incident is Seiman's Rite of Resurrection? Yes, that is how the Record of Fates ties everything together. To put it in chronological order, first Seiman brought the Rite of Resurrection to Edo. We can assume that by this point Seiman was likely using a different name. Then in Honjo, 9 people fought to the death over this rite, the Honjo incident. After that, the incident was covered up by an interested party, preventing it from being recorded in history fully. Eventually it was passed down in incomplete pieces, becoming known as the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. That's more or less the course of events. Okay. During the Edo period, a chain of events that occurred around a certain resurrection spell became the basis for the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Interesting. So that's how they're connected. And if I'm getting this right, excuse me, the 7 mysteries were basically required to gather the soul dregs necessary for the rite. And there's more. With this most recent occurrence of the curse, I've become even more confident in my theory. You are? Yes, the reason for it being, The resentful memories of the 7 mysteries etched into those who receive the curse stone. Resentful memories. Yako, if you really are a curse bearer, then when you obtained your curse stone, you would have had a resentful memory imprinted in your mind. Oh, I did! Exactly. Those memories are what happened in the final moments of the 9 who died in the Honjo incident. Broadly speaking, they involved dying while bearing some kind of deep resentment. The 9 victims became the 9 curse echoes, which over time came to be spoken of as the 7 mysteries. Thus gathering the resentful memories granted by the present curses and connecting them together, it will reveal once and for all what happened during the Honjo incident. Huh. That's why you must tell me about the resentful memory of your fool's procession, Yako. Mio, should I? Yeah, I think it's okay. We need all the information we can get. Okay, Mr. Raishi, I'll tell you about the memory of the fool's procession. Excellent. Blah blah blah, yada yada yada. And there we have it. So basically, it's about a woman who died falling from a Yagura tower at a festival. What's up, Tane? Good evening. Interesting. It's not that one then. Not that one? What do you mean? Among the 9 victims at the Honjo incident, that is to say the 9 curse echoes, one of them is Seiman himself, or so I suspect. Huh? Seiman was one of the victims at the Honjo incident too? Meaning an Onmyoji as powerful as him also became a curse echo? Right, it would make sense that the curse stone tied to a curse echo like that would be special. Power of a curse stone is different based on the curse echo? Mio. Then maybe with Seiman's curse echo we could... Yes, we may be able to settle this whole situation. Hey, what are you two whispering about? Oh, nothing, sorry. Mr. Raishi, how many of the resentful memories have you gathered so far? I've learned a number of them. The Evergreen Beach, the Foot-Washing Mansion, the Ever-Burning Lantern, and now the Fool's Procession makes 4. Of those, the most important are the Foot-Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach. What are they about? First, the Foot-Washing Mansion. An Onmyoji appears distinctly in this one. Really? But not Seiman, I'm afraid. A female Onmyoji who sought the right of resurrection due to her obsession with her personal appearance. Her legs, which she'd always taken pride in, were stricken with corruption after she was defeated by Seiman. The curse echo is notable for being particularly easy to fulfill the requirements necessary to use the curse. That detective did well to escape this one. So female Onmyoji and rival of Seiman was involved in the Honjo incident. That certainly is interesting. Next, the Evergreen Beach. This curse echoes from a craftsman of Netsuke carvings named Jinkichi who was hanged for spreading baseless rumors. He apparently spoke of something that granted the ability to bring back the dead. The right of resurrection! Precisely, this man Jinkichi must have been in contact with Seiman. If I could just collect all of the memories, everything will be revealed and the truth of the 7 mysteries will be mine. That is the knowledge I desire. Meaning you need to gather as much information as you can from the curse bearers. Precisely. I have an agreement to exchange information with those detectives, but they might not even find the other curse bearers, so I must take measures of my own. Another thing. Yes? You never really finished about what the trigger for all of this was. Well, I don't know. Really? You're not hiding something from us, are you? Has something to do with how you obtained the Record of Fates, right? How did you really get a hold of the Record of Fates? To tell you the truth, we're in a race against time. It could be a disaster if we don't hurry. What are you talking about? Someone left a warning that at sundown today they would use the curse to kill a lot of people. The one who left that message is the culprit behind the Nejima murders from 20 years ago. What? Something so terrible will happen? I won't allow potentially hundreds of people to become victims of a curse. I'll do anything in my power to stop it. Mr. Raishi, please, tell us everything you know. I'm sorry, but I truly don't know anything. The truth is, I was given the record of fates by a woman. A woman? Oh. Well, the voice sounded like a woman's, but I didn't actually see what she looked like. 1 month ago, while I was investigating at night, I suddenly heard a formless voice. A woman's voice? It said, "I entrust you with this ancient manuscript and the rite of resurrection held within its pages. Spread rumors of this ritual as far and wide as you can in the coming month." It's not the old woman who owns the soap company, right? And before I knew it, an old document had fallen down at my feet. 1 month. You specified the time period? I was told that if I did that, I could study the manuscript as much as I pleased. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It has to be. I wanted so badly to verify its authenticity, I ended up accepting. I haven't heard anything from the voice since then. It must have had you spread rumors in order to strengthen the power of the curse. To tie together the curse and the desire to seek out the right. This makes it likely that the owner of the voice is the mastermind behind all this. I think it's the old woman. Hence I went public with the record of fates. Hihaku and occult magazines immediately jumping at the news was a financial boon to me. Boon for me. Huh? Hihaku? As in Hihaku soaps? Right, I mean, no, that's not important, just some personal business. After that I waited, trying to predict what would occur in a month's time. That's when the curse began. Those are all the details I have. Is there anything else you know? Very well, I've told you this much, I may as well give you one more thing. Thank you. What might that be? About Seiman's record of fates. There is a sort of continuation to it. Another document called the Record of Fates Yin Scroll. Record of Fates Yin Scroll. A continuation. Actually, a section written in Seiman's own hand was appended to the manuscript. According to which, after the Honjo incident, Seiman lamented such a calamity taking place. He apparently wrote the addendum for the event that the tragedy became its own curse. It seems he had an idea that the victims of the Honjo incident would turn into curse echoes and be used to gather soul dregs. It supposedly details how to handle any trouble that occurs as a result of the rite of resurrection. Really? Hold on a second. Don't you find that strange? What's the matter, Miss Sakazaki? Do you think my information inaccurate? If Seiman died in the Honjo incident, then he couldn't have written an addendum. You really don't get it, do you? Huh? Am I wrong? Have you forgotten the abilities Seiman possessed? Of course not. He could use the rite of Oh! You're telling me Seiman used it on himself? The rite of resurrection can be carried out in advance, so it activates when the soul dregs are gathered together. Then it is not possible that Seiman himself was resurrected by the rite after it all took place? But he'd still have to collect the soul dregs needed to use the rite. Yes, and that's why they died. They ate others besides Seiman. What? They died in the Honjo incident for their soul dregs? That sounds like it's the same as what's happening now. That's why I need the resentful memories, to learn the truth. I get it now. The issue at hand is that the Yin Scroll and the Record of Fates were supposed to have been passed down as a set. When I received the Record of Fates, the Yin Scroll was gone, only this information was left. Supposedly Seiman's blood descendants guarded it as they passed down across generations. Seiman's blood descendants. No, we've had that already. No, we don't need to read that. Blood descendants. I wonder. Seems that over their long history, the two documents became separated and the scroll's location lost as the family line branched. Seaman had descendants, so there's someone out there related to him by blood even now? Yes, in fact, I've tried to trace the line as far as I could. He wasn't a well-known Onmyoji to begin with, so a detailed family tree does not exist. It seems likely that the use of the manuscript has been long forgotten, only being passed down out of tradition. And since they aren't even aware of what they have, tracking it down is quite tricky indeed. Wish I could ask whoever that voice belonged to about the Yin Scroll. Sure you do. So basically, in the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll, Seaman himself wrote about ways to handle the curse in the right, yes? Yes, that's right. I've been searching for it all this time, but I haven't found a single lead. So if you do find out anything about other resentful memories or Yin Scroll, tell me immediately. You owe me that much for telling you all this, do you not? That's the real extent of everything I know. Right, Yin Scroll, eh? Okay. So, the Record of Fates. It is said... hold on, the Yin Scroll. It is said that Seiman Tsuchimikado, author of the Record of Fates, wrote the Yin Scroll because he feared that the descendants of those involved in the Honjo incident might become cursed and used in the collection of soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. The existence of the Yin Scroll was indicated in a postscript added to the Record of Fates, but its whereabouts are currently unknown. It is believed to have been inherited by a descendant of Seiman. Okay. Yes, I understand. Okay, cool. Thank you for your help. If you bring me some useful information, I'll take it into consideration for your school grades as well. Blackmail. We've learned a lot. So, to sum it up, there's a tragic incident with people cursing each other for the rite of resurrection in the Edo period as well. And the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll may have info we want since it details how to stop the rite. I think that's about it. Right. If we just find the Yin Scroll, we might be able to learn about how to settle this situation. But even Mr. Araishi didn't have any leads on where it is. How do we start looking for it? Someone involved in this now must have some connection to it, I think. I have a feeling the mastermind who awakened the curses is involved too. Right? About what to do next. So Mio, what are we going to do next? Good question. Maybe best to give the information we just learned to Inspector Tsutsumi. We got a pretty big clue from hearing about the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Mr. Tsutsumi might know more about it. Should we go back to school then? Sounds like a good idea. Yeah, that's our point of contact after all. Whoever's behind that voice that gave Mr. Araishi the Record of Fates? That must be the mastermind, don't you think? Yeah, he said it sounded like it belonged to a woman. Whoever it is, I bet they're scary. Huh? You don't sound like the Yako I know. Then let's catch him and make him spill the beans! Thought you'd say something like that. Really? Guess I'm just not really feeling that confident right now. I understand. Right, okay. Don't know if it's related to that woman behind the voice, but I'm also interested in the female Onmyoji who was a rival of Seiman. Oh, that reminds me, Mio. You know what's nearby here, don't you? Hmm? Oh, you mean where Michio... Yeah, where it happened. I was going there every day to leave flowers, even though they always get cleared away anyways. I'm sure it must be hard to be reminded of Michio's death all the time. Oh, that reminds me, Yako? Yeah? When you asked me to do the spirit board 2 days ago, did you came here that day too? Yeah, I left some flowers before going to school. Why? Did anything seem different that day? What's this all of a sudden? Though, now that you mention it, that day I suddenly felt lightheaded and ended up passing out for a little bit. But I came to right away and felt fine, so I didn't think anything of it. I see. That's what I was wondering about, thanks. Hmm? Excuse me, you girls over there! Oh god, that's you. Whoa! Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but something you said caught my attention. Hmm? And who might you be? I'm Yutaro Namigaki. I should probably tell you. Till yesterday I was a curse bearer. That should clear things up. Curse bearer? Oh, you don't need to be scared. I've already given up the curse stone of the foot washing mansion. The foot washing mansion? So you're the one Inspector Tsutsumi was talking about. Ah, you already know Inspector Tsutsumi? That makes this simple. There's nothing to worry about. Oh. Hey. You're in the driver's seat. Yako? Yes? Wait, what? Just now. Was I doing something? Sorry. Mr. Namigaki, what might be the matter? I think he was the guy that was driving the truck. Right, I actually wanted to discuss something with you two. Would you come with me if you have a little time? Discuss something? With us? You were talking about Michio Shiraishi, right? It's related to that. Huh? Sure you would learn a few things yourselves. If not now, later is fine. I'll be waiting around Ryugoku Bridge. Something rubs me the wrong way about this, but he mentioned Michio. What do we do? Go to the school first. I don't trust him. What's up, Geki Zenbu? Sorry, but there's something we've got to take care of. We'll have to pass. Is that so? Well, that's too bad. I'm in no rush. I'll be waiting at Ryugoku Bridge if you change your minds. I don't trust him. Even if he isn't a curse bearer anymore. Alright, so... guess that one needs to be dealt with later, so... this one. Oh god. Right. Okay. At the Shiraishi home, Tsutsumi and Area learn the truth about many things, including the death of Kankichiro Iwai. They hurried to the high school after learning that Michio Shiraishi knew the whereabouts of Nejima's hideout. Yeah, I'm struggling to talk at the moment because I've got an ulcer under my tongue, which is really bad. A bit of a pain at the moment. Back to school we go. Boss? Just talk to the Sumida police. Oh? What now? They found an abandoned van in the Chiba Mountains that looked like it'd been in an accident. They couldn't lift any fingerprints from it, but they found blood splatters on the front. Guess what? The blood is a perfect match for Michio's. Oh-ho. So it must be the van that hit Michio. You got it, it's all thanks to Yoshimi that we were able to find that out. The license plate had been removed though, and they've even scraped off the vehicle identification number. It'll take a while to identify the owner. Now they're trying to figure out if the van was sighted anywhere between the scene of the crime and where it was dumped. Got it. Thanks for the report. Right, so it's nice that we got permission to use the school as our base of operations. The principal and the head teacher were a little reluctant at first, but they were convinced that it'd help the investigation. Dealing with all that must be a real headache for these guys. Should thank them again later. I don't see it. Oh, sticker! Is that a duck? Which one's that? Quackitude! Thought there was a duck there. Always check your surroundings. Still doesn't look tired after all this running around. Wish I still had all that stamina. Alright. By the way, boss, we've confirmed that Michio died in a vehicular collision. But are we sure that it was really an accident? Good question. I was wondering the same thing. The damage done by the collision indicates that the driver was travelling at a considerable speed, but there was no brake marks to be found. Exactly, which suggests they may have been intentionally targeting Michio. Then what was the motive, you think? Who would have a reason to kill Michio? First person that comes to mind is Kankiro Iwai. Kankichiro Iwai. After all, she knew about his crimes, but then Iwai was supposedly able to control Michio by intimidation alone. And there's also that teacher who was taking advantage of Michio, Kohei Jonoichi. But to say he killed her to stop people from finding out that he was blackmailing her doesn't seem likely somehow. You're right, though both of them have fallen prey to her curse. That's true. In that case, it's quite possible she'll also decide to exact revenge on the person who ran her over. Not just possible, she may have already done it last night, just like with Iwai. Is there anything else that could have served as a motive? The talisman, maybe? The one Yoshimi was looking for. Oh, do you think someone wanted to take it from her? Well, the talisman wasn't found in her remains, nor in her house. But doesn't a hit and run seem like too drastic a measure to go for a little talisman? And in the end, it might have been an unfortunate accident after all. Yeah, it looks that way. Interesting that Yako is still technically possessed though, which I think is kind of cool. Guess we still can't rule out the possibility that Michio did commit suicide by jumping in front of a truck? I don't think so. She was so young and all the adults in her life did was push her around. Poor girl. Either way, what we need now is a testimony from Michio herself. With a bit of luck, we may be able to ask her what happened during the crash ourselves. Yeah, I can't wrap my head around that particular development. Still have my doubts that it'll be so easy. Either way, we won't be able to do this unless Mio and Yako turn up. I'd rather have them come sooner rather than later, but guess we'll just have to wait. Shall we head inside? Alright then. We have to head inside. Oh hey Eri, I wanted to ask you something. Aye aye boss. Jeez, you're an eager beaver. Haven't even said what it is yet. Right. What is it then? Can't remember what you had for dinner last night? Looks like that agent over there is having some trouble with his pen. So if you got a spare, go lend it to him. And for the record, I had Katsudon last night. No need to worry about me going senile just yet. I know I look like a genius, but I didn't think I'd come across as the type to carry spare pens on my person. You? A genius? You're dreaming. But if his pen just stopped working, he can get it going again with a bit of nail polish remover. Really? Huh. Nail polish remover? Yeah, you know, what you used to remove nail polish? Never used it before? Do I look like I would've? Don't make me sound crazy for not having used the stuff. I doubt you have either. Oh no, I've used it alright. Do you know that it can remove oil-based ink stains? Which is also why it can be used to fix old dried up pen nibs. Whatever's in there that removes the ink also doubles as a way to unclog pens. Huh, good to know. Still wouldn't call you a genius, but it's something. You've got to make sure the remover doesn't mix with the ink though, it'll ruin it. Doesn't that defeat the purpose? Not to worry, I don't have nail polish remover on me right now anyway. Oh, no problem then. That doesn't fix anything. Long story short, I don't have a spare pen. Jeez, alright, I'll let him know. I think. Same stuff. Boss, I thought we were going to wait for Mio in the school. Alright, let's wait for Mio in the school. Alright, let's go wait inside the school. Sure they'll be here any moment. Perfect. Alright. Right, the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll may contain a way to put a stop to the curse. Yako and Mio head back to Komagata High School to share this information with Tsutsumi. Is that a picture of Michio there? Ain't that interesting? The Record of Fate's Yin Scroll, huh? Well done, you two. That's some good info you got from that teacher. Thank you. Good job, boss. Operation Schoolgirl was a success. Operation Schoolgirl. Ariel, stop making things sound weird. Anyway, let's share what we found at Michio Shiraishi's house. Yes, please. Yes, a man named EY kidnapped sacrifices for black magic? And Michio helped with the kidnapping? And Mr. Jonwichi used that to blackmail her? Hey, you noticed how Yako is like kind of normal? She doesn't even care. Based on the report and looking at the circumstances surrounding the deaths of John Uichi and EY, if Michio Shiraishi did it, it would make sense. Furthermore, there are signs that Michio Shiraishi wanted someone to notice. Huh? Really? The ribbon that was left at the scene of Kohei's death is proof of that. Mio, I'm guessing you knew that already. Yes, ever since this morning. But there's one piece of information I need. But I think we're near her limit. So if we get this Record of Fate's Yin scroll, we'll be able to dispel the curse? Yes, the source of this curse is a tragic event called the Honjo incident that dates back to the Edo period. An onmyoji named Seiman Tsuchimikado is said to have recorded a way to deal with the curse. So I think there may be a way to dispel the curse. Right, I'll leave how to approach this to you, Mio. I'll check with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau as well, but please make finding the Record of Fate's Yin scroll your top priority. Understood? But how do we go about looking for it? It's possible the descendants of Seiman have inherited, but I don't think they're aware of its existence. It'd be nice if we had a clan crest or something to go off of. Maybe we'll have to ask Paranormal Affairs. That reminds me, Mio, was the Western black magic used by EY and Nejima really just an imitation? Huh? Why are you asking me? Oh, the boss said that you knew about this sort of thing. Do you not? Well, I have some knowledge, but... How strange. I don't think I've ever told anyone that. Okay, Mio, no one's judging you. Right, but it still feels a little weird. Poor girl. So, what's your opinion on it, as someone familiar with Western black magic? If I could have a look at their grimoire, I could be sure, but... Based on their methods, I say they imitated black magic popular around 300 years ago. It was advertised as magic anyone could use and was employed as camouflage to evade witch hunters. It's notable because they purposely required living sacrifices to make it difficult to disprove its authenticity. Wow, you know so much. I'm impressed. It totally matches with the vibe you've got going on. Eh? What do you mean by that? Don't worry, have some confidence. Right. Thanks, I guess? If that black magic is just an imitation, then we probably don't have to worry about it. Just glad things aren't getting even more confusing than they already are. Yeah. Alright, about the mastermind, I had an idea. What is it? This is about the chairwoman of Hikaku Soaps, isn't it? You mentioned her when you were telling us about that EY person. Yep. Whether the goal is to restore youth or to resurrect someone, she's got her hands all over this. Yeah, I think it's her. She has money too. It would also match Hideki Arashi's account of a woman's voice. An evil business lady with supernatural powers. A classic setting. If only we could confirm those powers of hers were actually real. I think that's what we need to do next. We'll need to keep an eye on her. I'll tell HQ to look into her. Now then, if we're nearing the limit, I'll stop beating around the bush. Time to tell it to you straight. Yako Sakazaki. What? Me? Yes? Take out your curse stone and give it to Mio. My curse stone? It's just been in my pocket all this time. Thanks. I'm just gonna borrow it for a second. Well? Yes. There are soul dregs inside after all. Of course. What? How did this happen? I didn't do anything, I swear, you have to believe me. It's okay, we know. Yako, calm down and listen to what I'm about to tell you. But... There's no mistake that Jonuichi and Iwai were killed by that curse stone, but the one who committed the act is the ghost of Michio Shiraishi that is inside you, Yako Sakazaki. What? Inside me? What? I mean, it's kinda obvious, right? What do you mean? It's okay, Yako. Please calm down and listen. You've been possessed, Yako. By Michio's ghost. What? Probably happened when you were offering flowers at the site of the accident. Filled with regret, her lingering ghost reacted to the presence of her old friend and entered you, Yako. No way, you mean Michio's ghost is inside me? Yeah, clearly. I've explained this once before, but just because you've been possessed doesn't mean that you lose control of yourself. Normally, the mind will reject such attempts and will do nothing more than affect one's mood or energy levels. But Michio had powerful spirit sense to begin with, and because she was your friend, your mind was open to accepting Michio's spirit. So for those reasons, your mind merged without any issue. It's going to be difficult to separate her from you at this point, which also means it'll be difficult to guide her spirit to the afterlife. No way, we've merged? Me and Michio's minds are... But I don't feel different at all. I mean, I'm me, I think. It's because after she merged with you, Michio started to believe she was you as well. The ghost possessing you, she's not fully conscious, only really a jumble of vague memories. Still, there are traces of her consciousness and memories as Michio Shiraishi. You've been acting a little different from usual. You would also sometimes react when coming into contact with things with a powerful influence. Really? That having been said, we don't have a proper understanding of the regrets Michio Shiraishi had when she died and why. It would be difficult to separate her from you, that's why I didn't say anything. I'm sorry. If I carelessly provoked her ghost, it could have risked causing her to dig even deeper into your mind. Oh no! When we mentioned limits earlier, we mean that by letting things proceed like this, there's a possibility that you will join completely, making it impossible to separate her ghost from you. If that happens, you'll never be able to tell which of your thoughts belong to her and which belong to you. What? That's so scary! You mean I won't be myself anymore? Oh, but if it's Michio, then maybe it wouldn't be so bad? Of course. Oh, I don't know. What should I do? But... it was actually Michio who used the cursed stone while I was unaware, wasn't it? Does that mean her ghost has already taken over my body? Well, about that... I think that's probably the effect of the curse amplifying murderous impulses and the influence of the Feast of Shadows. While you were sleeping, the ghost's powers were boosted. And strengthened by the feast, Michio's consciousness surfaced and took control of your body. It did, yes, I think. Yeah, it didn't say Yako's name in the beginning because it refused to. Then that means... I was the one who killed them, of course. I cursed them both. Ah! Yako, no, you were being controlled. Right, Inspector? Yeah, that's right. It's likely she'd be recognized as not being responsible for the crime due to the possession. It's not something you can control, no need to worry about that. No, you're wrong. I wanted to kill them too. Those feelings must have come out. It's not only Michio's fault. I mean, when I learned that Michio didn't commit suicide, I wished that all the cruel adults around me would just die. I had the curse stone with me and I wanted to get revenge for Michio if the chance came. That's how I felt. Yako? Because Michio wasn't able to escape a terrible situation. It was so hard, it wouldn't be unusual for someone to take their own life. And I had this curse stone. I made Michio get revenge all by herself. Michio tried so hard to keep on living in silence, and I treated those feelings like they were worthless. I should have done it myself right away. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, Michio. Poor girl. That's why I killed them. Dramatic music. Yako? Oh, there you are. Oh, flashback. Oh, hi Michio. What is up with you? You have me worried sick since you haven't been coming to school lately. Feels like it's been forever. I'm glad you seem to be doing good. Yeah, sorry, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you why. I've always regretted it. Oh, come on, you're acting like we aren't buds. You tell me if anyone is making you sad and I'll take care of them. Ha, thanks, Yako. Actually, I'm here because there's something I wanted to tell you. Really? What's the matter? You can tell me anything. Well, the truth is, I did something unforgivable to an innocent man. Saying that I was forced to and didn't have a choice doesn't undo it. I'm sorry, I feel so guilty. What? I've done so much I can't take back, all because I was weak. There's no escaping the hell I've created for myself. I couldn't handle it anymore. I started thinking about killing him and dying myself. Neither of us deserve to live in this world. What? But something went wrong, and that's why I died with regrets. Is this a memory? Thanks to you, I finished what I wanted to do. Thank you. I'm sorry for dragging you into this. But what? Wait, you didn't need to apologize. It's only now that I realize. And I know how selfish it is. Is this all in her mind, is it? But I hope you remember the time we spent together as friends, and how we were able to be together at the end. Please, don't forget me. Huh? No, Michio, wait! This is where she leaves her. Hmm? Huh? You're awake. Do you feel okay? I'm sorry I had to spring that all on you, Yako. What? Is this... Are we in the classroom? Huh? Was I dreaming? Sorry to rush this along while you're still gathering your feelings, but we need to hear what Michio Shiraishi has to say. Now. Right. And so after considering what to do... It is true that Michio's consciousness has mixed with yours. But if I summoned a ghost, we may be able to establish some communication. Oh, I understand. So you thought to use the spirit board again? Yep, I have a hunch. I think the spirit we called last time may have actually been Michio herself. Really? You think? And that her spirit has been close to you ever since then? Then let's do it. I think we should, and I want to hear from her. Very well, I have no idea if this will work during daytime, but let's give it a try. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go! Okay, here we go. Click the coin. Right, like this. Good, now do as I do. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Please tell us if you are there. It's here. Now, is it the spirit of Michio? Yako, would you ask the spirit? Alright. Are you, oh Spectre of the Spirit Board, are you the spirit of Michio Shiraishi? Ah, it said yes. Don't be so sure. Some spirits like to play tricks. Can you try asking it a question only Michio would know the answer to? A question only Michio would know the answer to. Let's see then. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. How much did the ribbon I bought with Michio cost? $490. That's right. Well, it seems we have the right spirit. Okay, can I have you ask her a question? Okay, what do you want me to ask her? I want you to ask about the location of Fumichika Nejima's hideout and the location of the talisman as well. Okay. Right, where is Fumichika Nejima's hideout? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Please tell me the location of Fumichika Nejima's hideout. gonna say no, isn't it? Please, terrible things will happen if he isn't captured soon. I'm sure it's painful to try and remember, but you're the only one who can help us, Michio. Please? It moved. This is an address. She's giving us the address. Amazing. Thank you, Michio. Okay, I have the address. Thank you. Alright, Ariel, get a move on and check out that address. Yes, sir. I'll contact HQ and order a simultaneous house search and sweep of the area. Just hope the information is accurate. I know it is. Where is the talisman? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. You know where the talisman that you had is? She does know. Wonder if we can find a way to narrow it down. I'll try asking. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, did you carry around the talisman with you at all times? Nope. Oh, yes, okay. So she did carry it with her. Then did you have it with you when you had your accident? Huh? She had it with her. But there was nothing resembling a talisman in the articles left behind at the scene. So that means someone took it with them and ran off with it before the scene was investigated? But who would do that? This would mean someone knew Michio had died before the police did. First person to discover and report it was the caretaker of the apartment building next door. Should we check with them? Let's see. The other possibility I can think of is the perpetrator of the hit and run. But it was a hit and run. Wouldn't they have run away? It might be possible they came back, driven by fear or something else. Even if so, they didn't report it and went through her belongings. But to only take the talisman seems hard to believe. Unless they were after the talisman from the very beginning. How likely is that, if the talisman really is so special? Ariel mentioned the same thing, but to run someone over just to take something from them? It's possible they picked up the talisman after hitting her for no particular reason. Either way, if it really was a hit and run, then I hope they get caught. It's possible she remembers something after seeing the picture of the car. Then shall we try asking? I'll try. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, do you know who was behind the hit and run? She says she knows. That's a relief, if she hadn't known. Huh? In order for Michio's spirit to find peace, we need as much detailed information about what happened as possible. We can't send her off to the afterlife if we don't know what happened when she died. This isn't like a forced exorcism. Huh. So that's what it'll take. Give me a second. Need a drink. Oh, God. Yeah, this is pretty interesting so far, isn't it? I wonder if she's actually going to give the name of the guy that ran her over. It seems like it's pretty obvious who it was, though, considering how badly Yako actually reacted to Yutaro when she saw him the first time. It's got to be him. Has to be. Alright, I'll try asking. Right. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Who is the one who ran you over? I hope she knows the name. I wonder. Oh, she knows the name. Namigaki? Namigaki? What? You mean Yutaro Namigaki? You two know him? We talked with him after we left the cafe. He used to be a curse bearer, right? I see. So that's why Yako had the reaction when we saw him. What? Come to think of it, that guy said he wanted to talk about Michio. What the hell is he planning without his curse stone? He said he'd be waiting near Ryogoku Bridge. Got it. I'll join you there once we're done. He's the bastard who killed Michio. Yako? There should be enough information. We can release Michio from her suffering now. Let's do it. Alright. Say goodbye. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. No, Michio. Thank you, you helped us. You know? I'm so sorry I didn't know about it all. Your family, the kidnapping, Mr. Jonuichi. I'm so sorry. It must have been so hard. Not that I could understand, but I'm sure it was so hard. I mean, of course you would want revenge. I wanted it too. We've all done things that we wish we could take back. But I'm glad that I at least know the truth. Yako. There's so much I want to say, but that's enough. Let me just ask you one last thing. Someday, can we hang out again? You mean it? Okay, it's a promise. Oh, it's pretty sad. Have you asked everything you wanted? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna guide Michio's spirit now. Yeah, it's time to say goodbye. Michio, with this, I'll finally be able to free you. Hey, Yako? Yeah? You never accepted the idea that Michio took her own life. Glad you never stopped trying to find the truth. Yeah, you're right. Even though I didn't realize just how hard things were for her. Mio? Oh, sorry. It's just Michio. She was taken advantage of by so many of the adults around her. She put up with so much. Should have tried and talked with her more. I know how you feel. Thanks, Mio. It hurts thinking about all the things I could have done. Why did this have to happen to someone so kind and hardworking? Feels like she was ill-fated to the very end. It's just too cruel. But even then, she didn't even tell me about this stuff. And she let herself worry more about revenge than living. I'm mad at her for that. Sure, I should have noticed something was wrong, but come on. Ugh, what was she thinking? Seriously, I mean, seriously. Am I really that unreliable? Of course I'd help you get your revenge, you idiot. Don't care how you changed or whatever, I just wanted you to live. Yako. Take responsibility for what's been done. But one day if we meet on the other side, I'm gonna have to give her a good punch. Then I'll tell her she's the real fool's procession or something. Then we'll hang out as always. Sounds like fun. Alright. Alright, I'm sending her off, okay? Oh, wait. Look, the coin, it moved to no on its all on its own. You're right. When did it do that? Means she still has something keeping her here. Yako, do you have any idea about what Michio wants? Me? Oh! Please don't forget me. Knowing this game, that's probably what it's asking for. I think that she told me that she didn't want me to forget. I see, then. Michio, if you can hear my voice, let your feelings that you won't ever forget her be known. Show it through an action. What? Oh, I've got to do it here, have I? There we go. Thank you. Though I don't really want you to punch me, so live a long life, okay? Print screen, that works as well. I'll see you later. Yeah, this game has been doing stuff like that. It's very similar to fuck, what is it? Oh, Who's Lila? With stuff that you do outside of the game that affects the game itself. That was a nice little plot though. Anyway, we gotta go to Real Goku Bridge. Yako, are you feeling alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Actually, I feel a lot better. Did you give up the curse thing? Guess I really wasn't feeling like myself recently. I was like there was a part of me that I had no control of or something. Yeah, I think you're back to your normal self now. I'm glad there weren't any problems. Wonder if Michio was able to find peace? I know she did. You don't have to worry about that. Seems that her regret was not being able to tell you what was going on and growing apart from you. Well, I guess I can forgive her for that. But there's still something bothering me. Really? Yeah, I wonder what this feeling is. It's like there's a piece of her that hasn't left yet. It may be an after effect. Maybe because you gave your stone to Chief Inspector Tsutsumi? Oh, she did give it up now. Doubt it. Having a curse stone shouldn't have any effect on your body. But dealing with 4 curses sounds like a lot of stress. Good work, Chief. Someone's like a completely different person all of a sudden. But, are you really sure about this, having us arrest you once this is all over? You might be able to get your case treated as just an accident. It's fine. Treat me the same as someone who used a curse stone to kill someone. If anything, I should be thanking you for letting me go free until this is all over, so thanks, Chief. Whoa, you didn't say anything about bringing the police. Sorry, but we don't have time to care about what you have to say about us. What business do you have with this girl now that you've lost your curse stone? I'll tell you this for free, I have a curse stone already. Ugh. Stickers! There's one! Which one was that one? Crane stem. These are pretty cool, you know. These are pretty good stickers. There's a lot of traffic around here and it's very noisy during the day. The amount of exhaust coming from cars is overwhelming. I hear it's not healthy. Of course it's not healthy. Yeah. The chief makes some weird jokes sometimes, but still it's reassuring to have a veteran policeman with us. Surroundings. We should let him take care of this, okay? We can't talk with Mio. Well, leave this to me, okay? Okay. Utaro's visibly shaken. That must mean there's some reason he doesn't want the cops around. I don't have any ill intentions. I wanted to tell you that. I want to help if you intend to resurrect Michio Shiraishi. That was my intention from the beginning when I received my curse stone. That's why I took your curse stone. Man, can't be too careful. Besides, what connection do you have to Michio Shiraishi? We met once. I was so sad to hear of the news of her death the other day. Uh-huh. Met once? I see. Well, I'm sure it must have been painful for you, but... You think bringing back the dead will erase the fact that you hit her with your car? What? I'm sure that I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, so he thinks he can undo what he's done by bringing back Michio. What a selfish reason, but in the end, would I be opposed to that? I don't know. What would I have thought if I met him last night? You probably had killed him. You practically were going to kill him before. If you don't know, I'll tell you, and you'll let me ask some questions in return. Ugh. Did you just get your license recently? Hmm? We found a van with bloodstains on it, you see. It's only a matter of time before we find out who the owner is. What's that supposed to mean? Why don't you tell me a little bit more about your relationship with Michio Shiraishi? Not only that, you killed someone with your curse stone, didn't you? Stop! Stay away from me! Damn it. Okay, I give up. Snap the liar's neck. It's all over for me. Afterwards, Yutaro Namigaki gave his confession. He admitted that he was behind the wheel of the van that hit Michio Shiraishi. But where's the talisman? He explained that he was speeding in order to impress a girl he had in the car with him. After hitting the schoolgirl, he drove away and planned to wash the car in secret to destroy the evidence. But he became nervous and went back to the scene of the crime at the urging of his passenger. When they returned to the scene, the female passenger went to check the victim alone while he sat panicking in the car. When she returned, she told him people were unlikely to assume a hit and run, as it looked similar to a suicide by jumping from height. Afterwards, the pair parted ways and Yutaro dumped the vehicle deep in the woods under the cover of night. The two of them decided to keep the accident a secret. The next morning, Michio Shiraishi's body was discovered, and luckily for them, the death was ruled as suicide. However, a darkness lingered within his heart. From that day on, the schoolgirl appeared before him covered in blood, her limbs bent and broken to spite him in his dreams every night. Even when awake, he would see a phantom of her corpse in the dark, moaning and cursing him at all times. Troubled by the constant hallucinations, it was only a number of days before he suffered a nervous breakdown. He couldn't bear hiding what he'd done anymore and planned to turn himself in, but was stopped by the passenger from that night. Oh, it was then that he first learned rumours of the rite of resurrection. He thought that if he could resurrect the schoolgirl, that it would be like if the accident never happened. Oh-ho! And with that, the darkness enshrouding his heart could be dissipated. Yeah, right. From then on, he searched the areas associated with the 7 mysteries of Honjo every night. And he received the curse of the foot-washing mansion as a result. I see. That's right, I'm not a bad man. I wanted to turn myself in. It was that girl who tempted me. Okay, calm down and listen, son. If you don't think you've done anything wrong, what would these girls think if they saw you run over that poor girl? Ugh. There's something I want to know. Do you know anything about a talisman that Michio should have had on her at the time of the accident? Talisman? What are you talking about? So you don't know anything. In that case, what about the woman who was with you? Can you ask her? Oh, that's right. Everything is her fault in the first place. Well, that may not be exactly wrong. Just riding passenger in a car involved in an involuntary vehicular manslaughter isn't a crime in and of itself. But according to your statement, she neglected her duty to seek aid and instigated you to neglect your duty to report the accident. And if she took an article from the scene, she'd be charged with theft. You can tell me who she is. You have no intent of hiding anything anymore, do you? Yeah, that's right, it's her fault. Do what you want with her. It's time for her to face what she's done. Her name is Ayame Tono. Okay. It's Ayame's fault. She's an art student I met in town. What? An art student named Ayame Tono? Whoa. Are you absolutely sure of that? Yeah, we knew that, but we didn't know that she was in... Well, we suspected that she was in the car. Because they have mentioned that a driver and a woman killed the schoolgirl. But yeah, it's nice to actually know now. What point would there be in lying to you now? What, do you know her or something? She may look nice, but she's rotten on the inside. I'd like to meet the parents who raised someone like that. Shut up! What's wrong, Inspector Tsutsumi? You're drenched in sweat. No, wait. Damn it, why? How could this happen? Listen up, I'm taking this one with me down to the station for more questioning. You two go after the record of Fate's Yin Scroll, got that? Okay, we will. Come with me. Okay. What's going on? Whoa. Let's get going. Yeah. Also, this is a branch apparently. I get the feeling you have to follow Yutaro at this point. We'll do that later though. Let's do this. Yeah, it certainly seems like Ayame is Tatsumi's daughter, university student. Doesn't really say anything about parents here though, but yeah. Anyway, let's do this. Having regained control of herself, Yako rejoins Mio in a search for the record of Fate's Yin Scroll so they can stop the curse. However, they find themselves with scarcely any leads to follow. I know we're supposed to be finding that record of Fate's Yin Scroll thing, but it sure would be nice if we had more of a lead to work with. Right now our only option is to try and trace the bloodline of that Onmyoji Seima and Tsuchimikado to today. But he's not a legitimate descendant of his family, so the library doesn't have anything about it. And since we've got nothing so far, we find ourselves here. Soap building. Also, is there anything here? Hi. There were a bunch of police cars speeding by here earlier. Wonder if something happened. Must be. I've seen a few police officers and they looked like they were on edge. Could Inspector Tsutsumi have let that Nejima escape and everyone's scrambling to find him? Oh, after all the effort we put into gathering information, that would be unfortunate. I don't think so. Not seeing anything here though. Speak to Mio. Has Mio been doing stuff like this all by herself up until now? So dangerous and there's so many unknowns. Must be so tough for her. No wonder it'd be hard to make friends. Something the matter? Nope, let's go for it. I'm sure we'll be fine. I mean, we've managed to get this far. Hey Mio, you know... Yeah? You might not look it, but you've got a bold side, a little reckless even. You think? Suppose things not going to plan is just a part of life in this world. No, I mean, I think it's a good thing. I'm the same way. I feel like we get along well together. Maybe that's one reason why. Oh yeah, thanks. Oh, that's kind of cute. Oh Mia, what about that one guy? The one Inspector Tsutsumi checked with, I forget his name. Oh right, apparently he never heard from Nakagoshi. Not that we have a way of contacting him directly anyway. We just have to leave a message with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau's messenger and hope it reaches him. He's always the one who contacts me, and even then it's only instructions. I guess we're in a tight spot then. We won't get anywhere just waiting around. Let's do the best we can working on our own. Alright, so that's everything we've talked about there. Yeah, I don't see anything that could be interactive at all, besides the building itself. So this is the Hihaku Soap's headquarters. So we're thinking that one of the higher ranking people here is most likely the mastermind. Chairwoman Yamamori, is it? Wait, are chairwomen high ranking? Isn't the most important person of the company the president? I'm not sure, but she's definitely an important person. Even if we're able to meet with her, what do we talk with her about? Can't just waltz in there and ask her if she knows about the Yin Scroll out of nowhere. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. Oh, is that your working style, Mio? Well, whenever I find myself out of options, I usually just jump right into the thick of it. Oh, if you're scared, I don't mind going in by myself. Scared, as if? Think of me as your trusty bodyguard. I don't mind going big and taking a chance. Oh yeah, there's the Yako I know. Now then, can we really just barge in there and expect it to go well? Probably not. But let's find out. Now, shall we? Go inside. Alright, let's give this a shot. This can't go well, can it? Excuse us. Looks like we're out of luck. Who knew you needed an appointment months in advance to meet a chairwoman? Turns out she's super duper important. Even the receptionist gave us the cold shoulder after realizing we're just students. Maybe a private secretary would hear us out, but they seem to be out at the moment. In that case... Can we speak to Mio again? Where is she? Oh, there she is. In which case, is waiting for a secretary the only thing we can do? We can only suspend here, I think. If Hihaka was no good, I don't think we have any other options. Yeah, we've got to suspend here. That's fine, we can come back to this. Right, so dump the save down, erasing the schoolgirl. Actually, no, we'll save it just in case. Actually, no, yeah. We'll go right. Right, and we can't do the detective stuff yet, so let's go with this one, which is Harue's bit. It's getting kind of juicy now. Harue and Richter break into the Shiraishi residence with the detectives. They find a journal left behind by the deceased EY, finally revealing the mystery behind the kidnapping. However, Harue remains unsatisfied. In further news, today the body of an adult male was discovered in the residence of one Toshiko Shiraishi around noon. The man, identified as Kankichiro Iwai, is said to have been in a relationship with Toshiko. He was unemployed at the time of his death. While further investigations are still underway, it's suspected that his death is connected to the recent serial killings in Honjo. Evidence on the scene may also implicate Mr. Iwai in the unsolved child abduction and murder case from last year. Clickety click click click. Well, ma'am? Seems like we've managed to settle one part of the kidnapping case for now. Let's begin discussing our next steps. Right. We have next steps. Okay, the ticking of the clock gets on my nerves sometimes. Yeah, of course it does. I've stopped watching the news. There's too much fluff. I wish they'd cut out the pointless stories and just reported on what's important. Yeah, welcome to the news. It's kind of what it usually is like. Also, that sticker's been there for a while. I wonder what kind of music Richter is into. I imagine he likes English songs. Really? No matter how much I look at the flowers, they don't make me feel anything. Grown so used to seeing this scroll, I don't really give a second thought. Fax machine. It can send images to other places along the telephone line network. I rarely find a use for it. I don't have a reason to use the phone right now. Is there anything else? What's on the table? Suppose I should offer him some tea, but I don't really feel like it. Really. He's always going at his own pace. He's rather fascinating. Very fascinating indeed. Oh, right. That's good. Right. About the kidnapping. Excuse me. Judging by the official announcement, it seems what Iwai wrote is likely true. With both the kidnapper and his young accomplice dead, the police should be able to handle the rest. Now that it's over, I can't help but think how pitiful it all is. We'd never have known a thing had we not found his journal. Carelessness is what usually leads to crimes like these being exposed. It's pretty much the same with the Nejima murders. But stumbling across the answer by pure chance really makes you think. Makes my skin crawl to think of how many cases like this are left undiscovered. Me too. It's certainly disturbing. And yet we're talking about it. Hold on. Next up, what do we need to do to get our hands on a curse stone filled with soul dregs? Oh, she's desperate, isn't she? Well, with the kidnapping case all wrapped up, we can focus our efforts on obtaining the right of resurrection, yes? Indeed. I'm counting on you. Oh, so we're still doing it, are we? Alright, let's reassess this cursed situation. Right. I must admit, I never expected the police to be so on top of things. The Chief Inspector, Tetsuo Tsutsumi, provided us a good wealth of information. I'm surprised he knew so much about the curse bearers. Do you think they noticed I'm one of them? I'm pretty sure Aereo didn't. The Chief Inspector, on the other hand, we'll have to be careful around him. But if he had suspected anything, I'm sure he would have detained us. We should stay vigilant moving forward. Agreed. Even if we steal a curse stone, you may not be able to successfully perform the rite unless you're a curse bearer yourself. Would you be okay with hanging on to the stone from now on? Of course. Look at her. Just don't use it though, okay? Alright. I mean, she clearly wants to, but if what we heard is true, there are just 3 curse bearers left to be discovered. There's the Whispering Canal, the Beckoning Light, and the Taiko of Tsugaru left to investigate. It may benefit us to visit the places connected to those stories a few times. I see. Still highly suspicious of the people at Hihaku Soaps. They could be the ones pulling the strings. That Takumi Yumioka fella is probably aware of the curse bearers we're searching for. Tracking his movements may prove to be useful. You want to follow him? If we're to follow anyone, he'd be my first choice, but damn it, times like this really have me wishing I had more personnel. Imagine it's tough working on your own. The plight of running a small business. I'm always on the hunt for a skilled assistant. And then there's Nejima, who appears to be a curse bearer too, the one-sided reed I think it was. If we want to look for someone that's likely to gather a whole lot of soul dregs, well, look no further. Did say he would unleash his curse on a large number of people at nightfall. If he gets the chance to, if the Chief Inspector manages to track down Michio, then, well, there's a chance he'll manage to apprehend Nejima before he gets up to no good. But why did you tell the Chief Inspector about the safe house? If you hadn't had that lead, it was written in Iwai's memoirs, it was just a matter of time till he found out. Besides, we're talking about a massacre here. I can't just turn a blind eye. How different is it from any other curse bearer collecting soul dregs? Well, if we're talking Nejima, it could be a lot more dangerous. We'll just keep a close eye on Nejima and the cops. What about that girl from before? Ayame Tono. You think she could be a curse bearer? Well, there's a chance she could have gone and stolen someone's curse stone by now. It's possible too, but... We haven't been to Midoricho Park yet, the place connected to the Taiko of Tsugaru. Ah, right, that's close to where she lives. What if she was a curse bearer this entire time? She could have lied. It's possible. It'll make her a brilliant actress to boot. The idea's got me itching to investigate her again. I guess we're going to Midoricho then? That place was rather suspicious. If only we could run into someone there. Richter? Yes? Oh, that's right. Would you mind if we make a stop on our way? We can make it quick. Apologize for the diversion, but I'd like to visit a candy store if possible. Oh-ho? I suppose I don't mind. What do we need to do to get our hands on a curse stone filled with soul dregs? I want to save it here first though. Hold on a minute. Then, shall we depart? From this point on, you'll be given the option to finish investigation, which will allow you to immediately end this part. From there, you can continue on to the next part. You may also come back and restart this section from the point which you left off. Oh, interesting. Thing is though, the candy shop is nowhere near on the way to the park, so I think going to the park first is probably the best thing to do. Midoricho first. Right, so I think cops have yet to determine who the remaining curse bearers are. We have to find them soon. Oh, hello. Hey, that lady over there. That's Ayame Tono. She seems to be trying to hide. Alright, I'll be right back. Ah, he's gone. I suppose he really wanted to talk with her. Oh, there he is. Does he mean to jump out and surprise her from behind? Huh. Does he mean to intimidate her? Ah, she noticed. I guess his purpose was to talk with her after all. Wonder what they're talking about. She doesn't look like she's planning to run. Oh, they're coming here. Here she is. What do you think? Smooth work by the master, hmm? Yes, very smooth. Hello, thank you so much for yesterday. I know this is sudden, but I'm actually being pursued right now. Pursued? By who? I think it's the police. Would you be willing to provide me shelter? Oh ho? From the police? I figured we could hear her out and see what kind of mess she's gotten herself in. Don't make it sound like I'm some kind of criminal, please. The police have my apartment staked out, so I haven't been able to return home. I heard them saying something about wanting to protect me, but something didn't feel right and I got scared. Do you have any idea why they're after you? Well, I've been searching for the curses, so we shouldn't trouble ourselves with hiding you if they're after you for a good reason. Huh? How cruel. But this handsome investigator wouldn't turn me in so easily, would you? It's unfortunate, but we've got reason not to get involved with the police ourselves. What shady reasoning! These faces are so good though. I love the art style in this actually, it's really good. But if you've got some murky secret to hide, we might as well cooperate with each other, no? Is that repeating, is it? Anyway, how are your plans to resurrect Hokusai going? Unfortunately, that's been going quite well. Oh? Does that mean you found someone to steal a curse stone from? Not exactly, but I've found out a kind of last resort. Which is why I can't let the police get me. What do you mean by last resort? You're really asking me that? It doesn't concern you at all. Why should I tell you? Ugh. She knows something. What if we make a deal? In exchange for keeping you hidden from the police, you'll tell us about your last resort. Huh? Is that what got you interested? Oh, I've got it. You're meaning to steal it for yourself. Not at all. I'm just curious. That excuse will just not do. I don't need you to. I'll find a way to stay safe on my own. That was a close one. I should have known the only one you can count on in this world is yourself. And then she does off. Ah. I can't let her get away. Let's go after her. Stop it. Get any closer and I'll scream. Please wait up. We'll help you out with no conditions. Well, you changed your mind quick. That just makes you all the more suspicious. Try my best, but I couldn't convince her to stay. Could it be you don't know how to handle a girl like that? Since she's looking for a safe haven, would you mind me sharing your address with her, just in case? Well, it doesn't really bother me, but you do recognize there are police officers in my close family. At least it'll allow us to keep in contact no matter how small. Is there any stickers around it? Everyone is relaxing so peacefully in the park. It's hard to imagine it was the site of some horrid curse. Is that everything, is it? Yeah, I don't see anything else here. Victor seemed to be a little nervous when Ayame Tono was mentioned, or was I just imagining it? Ayame Tono says her plans for the rite of resurrection may be achievable through this last resort. That means she's given up on her plan to steal a curse stone? Richter? You know, I have one as well. A last resort. You do? Ah. Even if we don't steal another curse stone, I already have my own. If it becomes necessary, I'm prepared to use it. So you think it might be possible that she has one of her own too? But that she despises the idea of using it to kill others, so instead she means to steal a curse stone with soul dregs already in it? Doesn't contradict anything we know. She lives nearby, which means she might have the Taiko of Tsugaru curse stone. We still don't know much about that one. Richter? That last resort Ayame spoke of. It could be our chance. We can use her. I hear you loud and clear. It's likely Ayame Tono's a curse bearer. All of it, okay. Can't help but feel oddly irritated around that girl, Ayame Tono. She puts on an innocent front, but she seems to be hiding something. I guess we go to the park next, I think? Might as well just explore everything around here. Yeah, maybe. Can't say for certain though. The area was closed off to the public this morning after his body was found, but the police quickly managed to complete their investigation and reopen the park as if nothing ever happened. People in this area are shockingly calm considering what happened here. You'd think they'd be put off knowing there was a dead body here just this morning. From what I heard, it happened right about where you're standing now. Would you look at that? It's a pretty unique looking playground. Did it catch your eye? Perhaps. Now's not the time though. There's something about that playground, isn't there? But it did get you interested. Does he want to play on it? Yeah, they made it quite the challenge to pass through. You'd have to go underneath there. He definitely wants to play on it. You can take a look if you're that interested. Alright, I'll go check it out just to make sure. You didn't have to think long about that. What's that? Did he find something? I found a mockingbird under the playground equipment. Damn, talk about lucky. It's 19. Penny proud. Hey! I thought there was something weird there. Stickers! It's McCaw? I should screen grab this and then send it to Mac. What's up, Energy? How you doing? I see. Congrats. Playgrounds always get me fired up. Yeah, Tsukiban McCaw, yeah. I mean, it looks pretty cool, right? You should use that as a new avatar or something. Anyway, right, right, that's a playground, doesn't it? So surroundings. Phone booth. Telephone booth. It doesn't look out of the ordinary to me. Bunch of kids gather around Richter to poke fun at his clothing. Seems like kids come running from wherever we go. Not all too surprising with his attire. He hasn't complained about it though. I wonder if he's got a soft spot for kids. This place is associated with the Whispering Canal. The canal must be connected to the man who was found drowned in the park. Agreed. Wasn't the victim a Hihaku Soap's employee? That's right, his name was Shogo Okie. Considering his occupation, he probably came here in search of a curse stone. If people in the company know about the rite, it only makes sense to be looking for curse stones. You think the chairwoman and Takumi would send their regular employees out to hunt for the stones? If that's the case, perhaps that Shogo died trying to take a stone from someone else? Either that or he was killed precisely because he was a curse bearer with a curse stone. I suppose so, but considering the location, wouldn't that mean the curse used was the Whispering Canal? Good point. That would mean Shogo Okie wasn't the wielder of the Whispering Canal curse himself. Could he have had the Beckoning Light or even the Taiko of Tsugaru? I was here last night and there weren't any dead bodies then. It's highly possible he was brought here from somewhere else. That's the case, the wielder of the Whispering Canal has already collected his stone. Ma'am, excuse me, but there's one more thing I'd like to try. Oh, you my guest. What? Shogo Okie is the name of the person who died here. It's hard to believe he was here by chance, only to end up murdered with a curse. Given his ties to Hihaku, we can assume he was aware of the situation and somehow involved with these curses. Right, so that's all that talking, is it? We just need to explore all of these areas that we were discussing before then. I guess so. Did two cursed bearers battle it out here last night? Who could the other person have been? Let's go to Honjo Bridge, or Park. But there's so many old factories alongside this river. It must have been quite different in its glory days. But now most of them are closed down due to the tightened regulations on waste disposal. Whoa, 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 what's that? Also, we'll deal with that in a minute. It doesn't seem like anyone's been here for some time. I wonder if it's one of the factories that got shut down when they tightened up regulations. Is that just repeating, is it? No, it's not going to let me finish it off, and I don't see any stickers here, surroundings. So many old factories alongside this river. Must have been quite different in its glory days. But now most of them are closed down due to the tightened regulations on waste disposal. Did something draw your interest? No worries here. Made sure to take a quick shower this morning. God, Richter. I was out here last night looking for the curse bearer connected with the beckoning light too. Did you see anything? Afraid not, but they've got to be out here somewhere. Repeating that, is it? The surroundings. So many old factories alongside this river. It must have been quite different in its glory days. I'm actually gonna investigate that. You want me to look at that? Richter? What do you think that is? Oh? I don't see anything. Really? You don't see that? That thing looks like a phantom ball of flame floating in the air. Ball of flame. Must be the curse echo. Maybe only the curse bearers are capable of seeing it. But could such a thing happen in broad daylight? It's gone. I wonder if that was the beckoning light's curse echo. That phantom flame you saw might have been a manifestation of the lantern. In that case, does that mean the curse bearer is nearby? No, it doesn't seem like anyone's been here for some time. Okay. Curse bearer might be lurking in the vicinity. I'm going to check the surroundings. Nothing. I didn't find anyone who looked the part. I see. Don't doubt something happened around here, but something might have changed in the area. Keep your eyes peeled. It's not at the factory, is it? Something might have changed in the area? And what if I saw was the curse echo of the beckoning light? Wouldn't that mean the curse bearer is nearby? Not feeling any strange presence, but that could be because it's midday. What you saw earlier must have been the beckoning light. Something must have changed. Something might have changed after just what happened. Looking, I don't see anything. Might be that we have to suspend this for now then, I guess, because I can't see anything that's different. Let's go to the candy shop then, just very quickly. Want to know what he wants. We'll have to come back to here then. Senoya. Senoya. The children seem pretty fond of this place. Looks comparatively new. They must have had renovations done not long ago. Vending machines. There are some vending machines. You can buy canned juice for 100 yen. Juice. Those days, vending machines sell a lot of things besides juice too, like used panties. What exactly does he want? It's up in front with the kids to participate in the raffle. It's weird seeing an adult his age enjoying himself so much at a candy store. But it seems he didn't win anything. He's pouting so hard even the kids are laughing at him. That's just repeating, isn't it? Alright, ma'am, should we go for monjiaki or something? That's sweet of you, but I'm not hungry right now. That's so bad. I haven't had great luck with this mockingbird raffle. Would you mind if I tried a few more times? Apparently most of these are just replicas of the real deal, but even so, they're well worth the price. Some of the kids were saying they managed to snatch some real rare finds in this lottery. Go ahead, don't buy them all now. So do we have to keep trying until he wins? Is that what we have to do here? The shop's close to the park, so children have been coming and going without pause. Places like this candy shop have been slowly disappearing from the street view recently. Nah, he's gonna keep losing, isn't he? Just let me know when you want to leave, okay? Yeah, I kinda hope that he wins something, but it doesn't... There we go! Look at his smile, he must have won something. How nice. Hot damn, it's Mockingbird 10, Cacophony. He's a nihilist, but he gets the job done. Oh my good god. Oh well, you seem pretty happy. We got something out of it at least. Cacophony. Does he... Can you actually keep winning if you do this? I don't think you can, right? Three. 4. Hey, we won another one! Holy crap, this one is super rare! It's Fair Feather, the coolest peacock around. Oh, so it is. That's a pretty big win, huh? My god. Is this how you get some of the stickers? Bottom shelf surrounded by darkness. Approach the net. Look up at the first house. Among the morning green. In the bright garden. Ringing telephone booth. Oh, that was in the telephone booth. Shit. The excited detective. Waiting at the intersection. Revisiting the park at night. Yeah, I think those are the only ones that you get from the game, though, from the shop, because these look like they're required to be in different places. Is that everything? Is it? I'm kind of curious to know if we can get some more. Nope. 2. Oh, got another one. Oh, we got number 10 again. 1, 2. Is it just the same ones? 3. I think it is, isn't it? 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 4. I think we had that one already. We had that one already, didn't we? What was number 4 again? Oh, the peacock. Fair Feather. Cool. Yeah, it's just the same two. Alright, let's move. Let's go back to the bridge. I think we might have to suspend it from here, though. And what if I saw was the curse echo of the beckoning light? Wouldn't that mean the curse bearer is nearby? Not feeling any strange presence, but that could be because it's midday. Yeah, I don't see anything that could be different here. It looks like we might have to suspend it from here. For now, at least. Wait a minute, who the fuck is this? Oh-ho? Oh-ho! Interesting. I wonder. What do you mean there's more? I mean, clearly there's more, right? Sick, I need a drink. Jesus. That's because I'm zooming out. See? Zooming out just lets me see the entire grid. Right. So we can't continue on with this just yet, by the look of it. Manhunt. I guess we can carry on with this one, I think, maybe? Right, having learned the location of Nejima's hideout from Michio, Tsutsubian area request backup from HQ for Nejima's arrest as their manhunt picks up speed. From HQ to all bureaus. Officers have discovered the residence of paroled offender Fumichika Nejima, currently wanted under suspicion of criminal threat. Suspect escaped his residence prior to officers' arrival and is now at large in Sumida City. Suspect is thought to be fleeing on foot. All bureaus are instructed to pursue, ensuring that he does not take refuge indoors. Furthermore, suspect is believed to possess a weapon capable of causing large-scale casualties. A weapon of mass destruction. All officers are instructed to exercise extreme caution in pursuit, remaining vigilant for signs of explosives and poison gas. Oh, we're at the gardens, are we? Sorry boss, I tracked down Nejima's safe house, but he legged it just before we got there. Not your fault, we should have known he'd be on the lookout for us. Got officers all over town, it's only a matter of time before we bag him. So boss, what are you doing here anyway? I figured Nejima might show up. Called a hunch, but he used this place as a hideout 20 years ago. Fair enough, but will he even remember it after so long? Remember that mugshot of Nejima we circulated? I think it was from when he got out on parole, but except for a few wrinkles, he looked just like he did 20 years ago. Yeah, no idea how he kept up that weight on a prison diet. That's a stroke of luck though, isn't it? It means he'll be easy to spot. See, there's something bothering me about that. We've got every officer in the area looking for him, but no one's seen a damn thing. Which makes me wonder if we're looking for the wrong face. You mean he slimmed down? It's only been half a year since he made parole. Could he really have lost that much weight in just 6 months? Well, he must look different enough that no one recognized him when he started working at Komagata High. Good point, but that means the photo we've got is useless. Oh yeah, stickers. I doubt there's one here, it doesn't look like there is. Oh, there's one! Owl! Owl anonymous. Know it, owl. These birds are pretty good, actually. I like them. I know we didn't see anyone when we looked around before, but maybe we should check again. Don't bother, it's only been a few minutes. Let's take a second to sit down and think. Aye, boss, break time it is. Right. Well, I changed my shirt, boss. No need for a BO check. The hell? Why would I be trying to sniff your pit stink? Wait, isn't that what you were doing? Don't know where you got that idea, but you can put it right back where it came from. Get you in the mood for a good whiff someday, boss. I'll stake my career on it. Hell no. Not even for your career. You sure eye me up, boss? Don't tell me you got a thing for me? No, nothing like that. Sorry, shouldn't stare. No, you just look sus. Rest of the town's crawling with police, but there's practically no one here. Been running ourselves ragged all day. It's nice to finally stop and catch our breath. Huh? Hey, boss. I think I hear something coming from those bushes over there. You sure it ain't the wind? Hello, is anyone there? Yo. Well, I'll be damned. Hey you, let me ask you something. And how can I help you two fine gents? Eh? Huh? Do I know you? Could have swear I've seen you before somewhere. Afraid you ain't gonna charm anyone with that tired old line, sir, not even this old timer. Playing hard to get, eh? My mistake. Anyway, what's your business here? Just enjoying a moment to myself since I've got the day off. I like it here, it's peaceful. We're looking for someone. Mind if we ask you some questions? Sounds like a lucky man, sir, to have a strapping gent like yourself after him. This one's business, not pleasure. I've dedicated my life to putting this guy behind bars. Can say that again. Boss put in so many hours, even his wife and kid left him. Enough, Ario. You'll set him off. Sorry to hear that, sir. But if you glared at them like that all day, I can't say I blame him. Oh, that's it. The guy I'm after used to laugh just like that. You sure you haven't seen him? Oh no, sir. Don't know anyone like that, sir. With a laugh like that, he must be bad to the bone. It's a nasty piece of work, alright, but maybe he can still do the right thing. You'd like to think so, eh? Ario, call for backup. Huh? You mean it's him? Crap, he's running away. Wait, I'll go after him. You get backup. Okay, I'm on it. My god. From HQ to all bureaus. Suspect has been sighted in the former Yasuda Gardens and is fleeing towards Komagata Bridge. Area go the long way around. We'll trap him on the bridge. Got it. Okay. Give it up, Nejima. They're surrounded. There's no way out. Like, hey now, you're really gonna pull that thing on poor little old me? When did the boys in blue get so trigger happy around unarmed civilians? Unarmed my ass. We know what the curse you're packing is capable of. We also know it can't do shit in daylight, so give it up and come quietly. Can't do shit in daylight, eh? What do you think I am, some kind of third-rate amateur? I'm a goddamn black magician. No way, can black magic really do that? Like hell it can, he's pulling that out of his ass. Black magic is from the west and those curses are Japanese. They don't have anything to do with each other. Besides, if he could use curses while the sun was up, he wouldn't have given us till dusk. Oh, nice of you to take me at my word on that. Now that EY's out of the picture, I have shit out of options. Good to know. Sounds like it won't take much to get you to give up. Careful now. Might just be desperate enough to try something. And the kid over there might just be desperate enough to shoot. Bit of a wild card, eh? Why is it you can turn all the way around here? That's kind of interesting. Also, no stickers. Damn, his hands are starting to shake. Being face to face with Nejima must be getting to him. With every confidence he won't, but God, I hope he doesn't crack under pressure and fire. Okay. Let's just talk to him then. If you want to talk, I'll talk, but first you gotta put that thing away. Can't think straight with a gun in my face. Not a chance. Not a chance. If you got something to say, then say it. Your buddy's hands are shaking. If he squeezes the trigger a bit too hard, I'm done for. Makes things more exciting, don't you think? You two have lost your fucking minds. That massacre you told me about on the phone, did you mean it? Every word. Don't you worry, soon you'll have the case of a lifetime. Oh yeah? And how are you gonna pull it off? Like I'm gonna tell you, dumbass. Goodbye. But I'll give you one thing for free. Oops, hold on. Click. I never had to wait until sundown. Just wanted to make sure you'd really hate me for this. Pretty sure I hate you plenty already. That ain't shit. I need more hatred out of you. More, more, more! Needy son of a bitch, ain't you? Well, I'm not done. Just wait till you see what I've got in store for what you really care about. You should be quaking in your fucking boots. That's not gonna happen. She's got enough to worry about without your sorry ass getting in her hair. Heh, now that's more like it. There's the face I wanted to see. Yeah, that's the stuff. Freak. I'm a man of my word, as you're about to find out. You have the curse stone for the one-sided reed? Of course I do. Take a look. That's it, alright. Whoops, better put it somewhere safe. Wouldn't want something to happen to it. How did you find out about the curse stones? They don't have anything to do with black magic. Someone else turned you onto them, didn't they? A puffed up teacher Arashi couldn't shut up about them. He's desperate for a chance to flaunt his smarts. All I had to do was act impressed. Still doesn't explain how you learn so much so fast. Curses and black magic ain't as different as you seem to think. As far as I'm concerned, they're just two ways of harnessing paranormal powers. You're sure there isn't more to it? All that matters is whether that power is the real deal. This curse is very real, as you well know. Joke's on you, Nejima. Don't you know the one-sided reader's a fake dropped in with the rest? Oh, give the rest. I've tested it myself. Use that thing on people? Son of a bitch. When something this special falls into your lap, you gotta take it for a spin. Just good at covering my tracks. Good enough not to get caught, at least. Let me guess, you're back to old tricks. Attacking schoolgirls in the middle of the night? Ah, so you know about that, huh? One of the brats put up a fight. Not enough time for the other one to get away, so I went ahead and called it quits. Sounds like your curse is a real pain to set off. Nah, I had that sorted way beforehand, but she pulled some kind of spirit bullshit on me. Would have gotten a little bitch eventually, just didn't have the time. Way beforehand, huh? Interesting. If you think puzzling out my curse is gonna help, don't bother. Why not? Because you won't be able to do shit about it either way. I'll let you in on a secret. Could fuck up a good few hundred people right now if I wanted to. Few hundred? Yeah, now you're getting it. I could kill any one of them anytime. Then I guess we got ourselves a situation. You're telling me your curse can kill people you can't even see? Seems a bit unfair. You really can't do that? Why'd you even bother showing up in person last night? I wanted to make sure the curse worked, and I figured I'd need to clean up after. You seriously got your curse locked onto several hundred people? It's one hell of a curse stone you're packing. These things sure ain't made equal. Of course you got the nasty one, of all the shitty luck. Yeah. I'm told I pulled a good one. Told? By who? Oopsie, I said too much. I knew it. Someone fed you all this info. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Rather. I knew it. Someone fed you all this info. Yeah, that's repeating that one, is it? Oh, no, not yet. Okay. What's it been, Nejima? 20 years? You've been studying black magic? And now you're just giving it all up for Eastern curses? I didn't have you down for a cheater. Hey now, black magic screwed me over first. You can't blame a man for going with the girl who can meet his needs. Screwed you over how? Because your resurrection ritual didn't work? That was the real point of the murders, wasn't it? Must have been rough putting in all that work for no payoff. Imagine my surprise when I finally found out what you were really after. So now you're trying again with the rite of resurrection, taking the chance to spit in my eye while you do it. Tell me, Nejima, who's it you want to resurrect so damn bad? Who's it you've spent 20 years chasing? Is it the mother of that baby, ain't it? You had a partner. And though you never put a ring on her, the two of you had a kid. But then she died. Maybe she got sick. Maybe she got into an accident. But either way, she left you and the kid all alone in the world. Tell me I'm wrong, Nejima. It's her you're trying to bring back, isn't it? I've seen for myself just how many folks are pinning their hopes on this rite of resurrection. And I can tell you this, it ain't natural, and it ain't gonna lead to anything good. So, if all you ever needed was someone to help you deal with the pain, then... God, you're so fucking stupid. Huh? Is that really what you think? That's hilarious. You don't know a goddamn thing. What? Damn it, for a second there I thought you were really gonna talk him down, boss. Listen up, chump. I'll tell you what really happened 20 years ago. What really happened? You got half of it right. I did have a loving girl back once, sweet as could be. She knows what she went by, but I couldn't tell you if that was her real name. Don't know where she came from either. She travelled, I think. Might have been an angel for all I know. She sure seemed like one to me. But then she got sick, and just like that, she was gone. My guess is that it was the pollution, but I never knew for sure. Couldn't afford a decent doctor. My life after that was a living hell. Until I found this grimoire in an old bookstore. A grimoire, huh? I'm told of a resurrection ritual, black magic that could bring Shino back. So I was right. Not exactly. See? Who said the ritual didn't work? You said it yourself. Black magic screwed you over. Oh, it screwed me alright. But it worked just fine. What's that supposed to mean? See, the ritual doesn't bring the person back as they were when they died. More like reincarnation. Rebirth. Rebirth? Wait. Oh no. Oh hell no. You mean that baby? Damn right, the resurrection ritual brought Shino back to me as a fucking baby. I know who it is! I know who it is! I know who it is! It's her. She's the only character so far that fits the age. 20 years old. My god, she's sus. You've got to be kidding me. You're telling me that wasn't her kid? That was her in the flesh? The hell I am. The little brat was not my Shino. Her mind was gone. She was totally helpless. She didn't even know who I was. Her warm arms, her gentle voice. Gone. 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 There wasn't a damn thing left of her. What the hell did you expect? She was a baby. If you really cared about her, you would have grown some balls and acted like a father. Fuck that. Snatched sacrifices off the street for her, chopped into pieces for her, and that's what I get? Screaming little bundle of shit and piss? That wasn't my Shino. Give me back her softness. Give me back her warmth. Give her back to me. So you just left the baby to die? I knew you were scum, but you really are the lowest of the low. Look me in the eye and tell me that if your wife turned into a baby, you'd love her just the same. How could I do that when I couldn't even be sure it was really her? Yeah, I get it. I get you're human garbage who doesn't care about anyone but himself. So now you're going after the rite of resurrection in the hopes you'll get luckier this time. Luck doesn't come into it. The rite really works. There's proof. What happens if you get the same results? If your Shino comes back as a baby again? Gah! Shut up. Don't you put that lie in my head. It'll work this time. It has to. Man, that's a lot of text. I don't think I'm going to bother reading that, but yeah, it's a lot about what he did 20 years ago. Black magic to resurrect Shino. I definitely think it's Ayame, you know, it has to be. She's the only character so far that fits the age. Fuck. Doesn't matter, I'm through with black magic. That way you gave your grimoire to Iwai. Figured he could use it. I put a lot of work into getting him to believe that sort of stuff. Fine then, keep your mouth shut, but I do know one thing. All that being able to use your curse during the day, it's bullshit, just a bluff. Oh, is that what you think? Your back's to the wall and you still haven't used your curse. You really could pull the plug anytime, you'd have done it by now. Now there's the Tsutsumi I know. Fine, I admit it. It's exactly like you said. If I could have used my curse, I woulda. So I did. Huh? There should be a few new corpses around the city right about now. You sure you should be pointing guns at me when people are dying across the city? What? When did you? Hey, Ario! Get someone to check that out. Just don't take your eyes off Nejima. Aye aye, boss. Yeah, I need someone over here. Yeah, that's right. Get to earning that paycheck. If you don't see them soon, there'll be plenty more on the way. What's Ayame doing behind us? However, will you get out of this mess? The longer you keep me here, the more people die. There's blood on your hands. Bullshit, you're bluffing. Think what you like, you'll see soon enough. Alrighty then. Huh? I'll slit your throat, you little shit. Okay, try it. Stay back or I'll shoot. Don't actually shoot, you idiot. Nope, and he jumped. Damn it, after him, don't let him get away. Oh, hold on a minute. Did we accidentally kill Ayame there? From HQ to all bureaus. Suspect evaded officers at Komagata Bridge and fled and currently remains at large. The time at which he threatened to carry out his attack is approaching. In response, we will call in reinforcements and widen the search perimeter beyond the immediate Sumida River area. Boss? Ah, boss. Boss, I'm sorry, it's all my fault. If only I hadn't lost my nerve and opened fire. Enough, I told you already, it's on me. I should have told you to lower your weapon. Thinking that chasing him to the river would corner him was also a miscalculation. You sure it's possible that right now, he's sleeping with the fishes at the bottom of the river? But somehow I doubt things would be that easy. Do you think he really can kill hundreds of people? Who knows, him saying he already used his curse turned out to be a bluff. Hard to believe he could kill hundreds at once, even with a curse stone, but... all we can do is pray he was lying. The condition for Nejima's curse stone, the one-sided reed, was only later discovered. Kills by dismemberment, one whose face, address, name, age, occupation and location are all known by the curse bearer. Oh god. That's actually quite nasty, that one. Face, address, name, age, occupation and location are all known by the curse bearer. And so at sunset that day, out of 632 students enrolled at Komagata High School, the 377 who were at home, each one had one arm and one leg severed, one by one, in the order they appeared in the school register. They bled to death while screaming in agony. Having no known cause, this atrocity terrified the public, resulting in widespread panic. Before long, fear and speculation plunged society into total chaos, and misinformation about the curses began to spread. A series of unrelated incidents broke out, unleashing pandemonium beyond all control. While it is uncertain whether Fumichika and Nejima intended things to go this far, Tetsuo Tsutsumi's daughter, Ayame Tono, was also killed by Nejima's curse short after. Ah, so Ayame... Okay, so I was wrong then. So Ayame is Tsutsumi's daughter. And Tetsuo Tsutsumi, unable to bear the heavy responsibility of the people's blame, quit the police force and fled from the public eye. At the very least, Nejima's goal of driving Tetsuo Tsutsumi to ruin could not have been more thoroughly achieved. Thus, with his rapturous satisfaction, the curtains close on... Ending 2. Do you want to skip the performance? Actually, no, let's leave the performance up for a second. Let's go back to that, shall we? Because something bothered me about that sequence there. Ayame was right behind us. And I guess it should have been obvious that Ayame is Tsutsumi's daughter, considering how he reacted when he found out. What Nejima went on to use his enormous hoard of soul dregs for remains unclear. But according to later reports, Nejima devoted himself to his master, a woman called Lady Ashino. Yeah, let's reach Ashimiya's bad ending. Resume from after conversation. Huh? What the? Whoa, back up, back up, back up. The hell is she doing here? Crap, our eyes just met. This is bad, real bad. Why does she have to pick now of all times? Get out of here, damn it. Book it before he sees you. Ah, but I need to ask her about Namagaki. Shit. Boss, what are you doing? Look all over the place. Focus. What are you doing looking all over the place? Focus. Ha! Damn it. Fuck, he's fast. Ayame, get away! Ah. Well, 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 Ayame Tono, I've been looking for you for a very long time. Huh? What? Dad? Ayame, don't you dare, you bastard! Get away from her! Get over here! Get off, you're hurting me! Stay right where you are, she dies. Uh-oh. Hey, get back here. Make me. See you around, dumb fucks. Whoa! Piece of shit took Ayame hostage and ran off with her. After him, we can't let him get away. Okay. From HQ to all bureaus. Suspect has evaded capture at Komagata Bridge and remains at large. He's currently on the run with one female hostage. Gotta say, boss, we really screwed that one up. Yeah, we did. My fault. All we can do now is hope he doesn't slip the net. We know his identity now, boss. He can't run forever. Come on, keep your chin up. I'm sure the hostage will be alright. I hope so. Can't believe that was your daughter. How crazy is that? Yeah. Been trying to get a hold of her since this morning and she just shows up here? Who'd have thought? What a twist of fate. Yeah, a bit too twisted of a twist for my liking. I think you need a breather, boss. You're not making any sense. Does this mean that she was the one in the car with Namagaki? No, we don't know that yet. Let's see what she has to say before we jump to any conclusions. You sound tired, boss. That standoff must have really done a number on you. Come on, let's treat ourselves to some Mitsumame. I'll put a spring in your step. I like his face is just smiling now. Yeah, that sounds good. Some sugar might be just what I need to get my brain working. Well, hold on, boss. Sounds like Patrol's gotten a message. I'll go check it out. Sure thing. Please be good news. Please be good news. Good news, boss. They found Nejima. No shit, what about the hostage? I don't know. They just said to come quick. He's ganked him, seriously. Damn it, guess we'll find out when we get there. At 4:28 PM, Fumichika Nejima, also known as Makoto Ashimiya, was discovered in the former Yasuda Gardens, beaten to death. Beaten to death. The body suffered 110 distinct instances of blunt force trauma, the case is being treated as a homicide. The deceased possessions have not been recovered and appear to have been taken post-mortem, so he's lost his curse stone then. The location of the deceased female hostage remains unclear. Police continue to pursue her as a person of interest. Right, so we can't continue that on until we finish this one, perhaps? So then... Can we actually go in there? I don't see the secretary anywhere. I guess we have to do the new branch then, perhaps? Seems like it. Right, so what are we waiting for here? Actually, we do have this one as well, which I'm curious about, but we'll deal with that later. And this one as well, which we can't finish off yet. So I'm guessing we probably do have to wait a little bit, maybe? Let's check out that new branch then. Yeah, because we don't have the continuation for this just yet. Or this one. Alright. I guess we've got something to do here. Question mark, 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 question mark. Time unknown. Ugh. Ah, my head. Huh? What's happening? Won't get away with it. Yoshimi Ihaku. Huh? Did I hit my head? It's killing me. My vision is all blurry. Is that the ceiling? Feel the cold floor against my back. Must have fallen or something. Can't see anything. My body won't move. Why? Why am I on the floor in the first place? No. Hold on. More importantly, who am I? Okay, think. Try to remember something. Anything. Yeah? Feels like my head's gonna split apart. What was it about that, what was that? That man's face? I think I've seen it before. I'm sure I know it. That was the police officer, so let me just grab his name. Hold on a minute, because I can't remember. Hajime. Okay. Hajime Yoshimi. That's it, I know that name. Dark mist obscuring my memories is slowly starting to clear. Ugh, my head is hurting again. What was that, a memory of mine? Hajime and I think we were close. Oh, I know who this is. It has to be Mayu then. It's the only person it can be, if it's close. But the first thing I saw, he was dead. Well, it might not be. We'll have to see. Did I? Just what kind of person am I? Where the hell are we? I can move again, and I think my head is starting to clear. My god, this is a bit of a mess. Looks like I'm in some kind of warehouse. Maybe I can find some clues as to what happened. I should take a look around. You can press suspend at any point in this chapter and start again from the same point when you click resume. Okay. Get stuck, try playing a different route before returning to this one. Alright, okay, so... look at the mirror. There's a key to the sink. Now if I can use this to see what I look like, it might help me remember who I am. No good. This mirror is completely unusable with all the grime that's built up on it. Or if I could clean it somehow. Okay. This. What's this? Label's been torn off, but this must be soap. There's quite a bit left inside. Yoink. Might be able to use this. Might as well keep it on me. Just looking around to see if there's anything else in here. I guess looking at the mirror. I could use this soap to clean off that grime. Should have known that just by just putting soap on the mirror wouldn't do anything. Need something to wipe it with. There's a bunch of garbage in the corners. My guess is that this room isn't used very often, if at all. Can't just wait here for someone to come to my rescue. I need to look for a way out. Okay. Lockers? Some storage lockers. Oop. There's a bucket and mop in the left locker. Guess that's where they keep their cleaning stuff. Well, I might be able to use these cleaning supplies. Then fill the bucket with soap and use the mop to clear away most of the grime. Soapy mop acquired. Cool. Right, so... there's a soapy mop. I should be able to clean the mirror with this. Whoa, clean in one swipe. Soap is pretty good. I'll have to remember the brand. Yeah, it's Mayu. So this is what I look like. Right, yeah, this is me. I know this face. But something doesn't feel right. Something is missing. Oh, my name. I can't remember my name. I need to figure out what my name is. I know what I look like. Next I have to remember my name. Is there a woman with this face in my memories? Come on, I need my name. Should be Mayu, right? Preferably without the caps lock. Mayu Chozawa. Yes, that's definitely it. My name is Mayu Chozawa. Okay. Guess she remembers who she is now. My name is Mayu Chozawa. The man I saw in my memories, Hajime Yoshimi, is my fiancé. Wait. If what I saw was from my past, then Hajime's... No. Hajime could never be killed so easily. There must be some kind of mistake. Knowing him, he's probably worked himself into a frenzy looking for me. I have to get out of here and let him know that I'm okay. Let's have a look. Sink. Little sink here. It's pretty dirty. I hope I don't have to use it. There's water dripping from the faucet, but the knobs are stuck. I can't move them in either direction. Looks like I definitely won't be using it. Okay, so that's this sink. Check that. From what I can see, I'm not hurt. Just look like crap. Why was I brought here? I guess, is that room isn't used very often, if at all? Just can't wait here for someone to come to my rescue. I need to look for a way out. Bunch of messily stacked cardboard boxes. Took a peek inside, but it was too dark to see much. I need more light. Looks like the light on the ceiling is on. But it's still so dark. Oh, there's dirt all over the bulb. Time for that mop to make another appearance. Oh, that's better. There, it's a little brighter now. Should have an easier time searching now. Just hope I can actually find something. Big shelf used in storage spaces. There's nothing there, is there? No. Cabinet straight out of an office. Let's see what happens if I slide this open. So there's nothing inside. Doesn't look like there's anything in the top drawer. Some kind of note in the middle drawer. Alkylbenzene, benzalkonium chloride, sulfonic acid, sodium hydroxide. Names of chemicals? Maybe this is some kind of chemical plant. Oh, are we in the soap factory? Nothing in the bottom drawer? No, wait, there's something stuck way in the back. Hey! There's some kind of sticker in there. Looks like a delinquent penguin? Ugh, is this stuck on something? My memories weren't so jumbled, I might actually be able to remember. How'd you get it? Guess you can't get it yet then. Gotta wait. It's in the right locker. Nothing inside, but there's a piece of paper stuck to the front. Chemical flammable liquid ventilation if leaked. Equipment integrity. Thoroughly. It's quite a collection of words. What could this place be used for? No, that's new. What is that? There's something on the floor here. Beckoning light, is it? Was this here all along? I had no idea. Lantern carved out of wood. It's kind of creepy. Something about this feels different than all the other abandoned junk in here. Got the beckoning light! Oh, what is this? Such terrible regret. A resentful memory is flowing into my mind. Evil ones, the curse bearers. Kill them all by their own bane. You've acquired the power of the curse stone, the beckoning light. You can use it to kill curse bearers using their own curses. That seems pretty OP. You can use it to kill curse bearers using their own curses. Wow, okay. Actually kind of strong, that one. Murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Why would that actually kill with the... Kills by means of the curse they possess one who has become a curse bearer. A vague silhouette is framed by silvery moonlight near the bridge. It is a man hunched over near death, with regret carved on his face. Visions of the past flash through his mind. Memories of the young couple and their daughter, but he has lost everything. He had repaid the kindness shown to him with evil. Though regret knows him now, it is too late to undo it. His mind turns to the Onmyoji woman. It was all her doing. No, the blame laid with him and his inexperience. He had foolishly involved himself with the forbidden, inviting evil into his life. I should have left the rite of resurrection well enough alone. The light of the man's life begins to fade as regret and anger wash over him in turns. If only I had accomplished it in the end. Alas, it's too late for that now. I am prepared for hell. Perhaps in another life I can fulfill my dreams. Even if this body perishes, I can atone for my sins. It's actually kind of weird how this one kills using other people's curses. I remember now. I remember everything. I know why I was brought here. That's right, earlier... I feel sick. Where am I? Yes, that is correct. We finally have a confession. Someone's talking. On the phone? Yes, quite stubborn. We had to use the maximum dose of truth serum. Truth serum? Did they drug me with something? There's someone behind me. Can I get a look at them? Damn, my body won't move. Oh, you're awake. Oh, it's you. Your head must be beginning to clear right now. You Takumi? Shit, you tricked me. Such a harsh accusation. It was you who was being uncooperative. What did you do to me? What was that about a truth serum? I assure you, you have nothing to worry about. You are in no danger. That being said, there may be some side effects. Memory loss, brain fog. It was you. You were the one who hurt Hajime. Try all you want. I'm not telling you shit. No matter. I already have everything I need. What? I'm in the middle of a call with the chairwoman. Why don't you have a rest while you wait? Hey, stop. Get away from me. Chloroform. Ugh, I'm still conscious, if only barely. Concentrate. Focus on Takumi. I need all the information I can glean from his conversation. Correct. She does not seem to know where the is hidden. Hajime Yoshimi was the same. Yes, it was unexpected, but... No, he really did do something to Hajime? Damn it, I'm fading. Shake your head to stay conscious. Okay, that was close. Okay. Have to keep listening. From Araishi, yes, exactly as planned. As for Iwai, I expect, yes, as soon as possible. She did mastermind everything. Yes, the curse will likely tomorrow, according to Araishi. A little more. Oh, come on. Yes, as long as we keep her in here, the curse will... Yes, she will certainly want to bring back her dead fiancé. Is he talking about me? I'm fading again. So are we kept in here so that we have the last curse echo? Is that what the plan is? And then we just take it, and then she takes it off us, the chairwoman. I'm trying. Come on. Okay. Keep it together. Anything I can learn. Yes, I'll be leaving her here. I'll take the telephone with me. Ah, yes. That is in the cabinet. It should pose no problem. Yes, I've changed the lock. The year of the company's founding. The year of the company's founding. $1946. That could be useful. Right. I can't hold on any longer. That's right, I remember now. That man is Takumi Yumioka of Hihaku Soaps. He showed up at my hair salon a month ago. He came to ask me to try the new shampoo they've made. We spoke about it again a few weeks later, but... he suddenly started asking me about my fiancée. I remember thinking that was pretty weird. Hihaku is a large company, so I tried to be polite and answered all his questions. He wanted to know what kind of family Hajime came from, if there was anything special about them, or if he was heir to anything. I thought it was so strange, I didn't even give him any specifics. And then that night, he never came to the place we agreed to meet, so I went to where he said he'd be going, the former Yasuda Gardens. That's where I found his dead body. I was so distraught I just ran away. I didn't want to believe what I was seeing. After that, I decided to put all my hopes in that rite of resurrection everyone was talking about, so she actually wants to do it as well. Okay. I searched desperately for anything I could find about the 7 mysteries of Honjo. And then, Takumi showed up again. He told me he knew something about how Hajime died. I thought I would just act interested in what he had to say, but I fell for it completely. Next thing I knew, I was locked up in this room. Pumped full of drugs and left here on the floor, barely even conscious. Spent the night dreaming of him, praying for a chance at the rite of resurrection. And at midnight last night, I got the curse of the beckoning light. Between the drugs and the curse, I passed out. It must be why I lost my memory. But now I remember everything. It was Hihaku. They went after Hajime. They put me in here. I don't need to read any of that. But why did they have to kill him? Was that Hihaku's doing too? What could they have wanted with him? I knew his job was dangerous, but why would a company like that go after an officer in the juvenile division? I get it now. All that about the shampoo was just to get to Hajime. Hajime, you were always the kind of guy who could shoulder any burden with a smile on your face. What burden were you carrying this time? To be targeted by a company that's more than willing to kidnap and drug people. Was it something you couldn't even tell me? No. Takumi said he had gotten some kind of information out of me using the drug. Could I have had Hajime's secret somewhere in my memories? If I did, what could it have been? Hajime tell me something. Whatever it is, just let me say one thing. Fuck you, Hihaku. I'm not about to let any of this go the way you want. Yeah, that's right. It's up to me to protect any secret that Hajime was trying to hide. Finish whatever it is he didn't get a chance to. After all, it's always been up to me to clean up your messes. It's okay, whatever you got yourself involved in, I'm sure you had good reason. I'm gonna take them for all they got, just you wait and see. Alright, so... cabinet? Alright, it's about time I got out of this dump. Try the drawer starting from the top. Nope, totally empty. This last drawer, it's different from the others. It's a padlock with a 4-digit combination. Is it 1946? Oh yeah, Takumi said something about this. He said put something in here and locked it. So there's probably something in here. Did I try my luck with the lock? Yeah. 9... 4... 6... Well... Yes, it opened! Yeah, I'll remember to get that sticker. Huh? But how did the year Hihaku was established suddenly appear in my mind? I had an idea what it might have been, but did I really get that lucky? Now that I think about it, there's definitely something different in the air here. Is this another side effect of the drug, or something else? Well, it doesn't matter right now. I should see what's in here. Fourth wall breaking. What is this thing? Well, guess I might as well pull it out. And looks sort of like a phone, but there's no receiver. Oh, I know. This is a fax machine. I've seen commercials for these on TV. If I remember correctly, it's used to send copies of documents to other people who have one. One age we live in where we can send letters and things without going through the mailman. This means I can call for help without a telephone. Never used one before, but if I can connect it to the power on the phone line... Alright, we've got power. Now I just need to figure out who I can send it to. What else do I need? Found a bunch of paper in the cabinet. I'll need a pen to write with. I'll need a phone number for a fax machine to send this to. What am I going to do about that? Send it to the pigs! Right, so let me just grab what's in the bottom drawer first if I can. No, wait, there's something stuck in the back. Some kind of sticker in here. It looks like a delinquent penguin. Wait, is this? This is that thing. Ayo. Hajime, thanks for waiting. Oh, hello. Oh, what's wrong? You're wasting that handsome face of yours looking like that. You think? I think I'm still plenty handsome. Can't argue with that. You're not meeting with that girl today. He told me, I mean. Nah, she's off doing who knows what. It's too bad. Just found a hair catalog I thought would be perfect for her. Seems like you're pretty worried about her. Yeah, she reminds me of myself at that age. Can't help but worry. Also, she was a bit of a delinquent as well. I mean, she's got the haircut and the eyebrow, like the angry look like he does. Sometimes. You think? I'd say she's a little ball of sunshine compared to what you were like. Oh, shut up. I'm talking emotionally. She needs an adult who can understand how she feels. She's like a kitten. She thinks everyone around her is out to get her, so she bites at them all. Huh? You might be right. So tell her I wanted to see her, will you? Sure, I'll do that, but... This other girl I ran into the other day is a tough case. Oh? She must really be something else if you don't know how to deal with her. No, it's not really that kind of thing. Some people just have so much misfortune thrown at them. What do you mean by that? Well, I can't really get into the details, but she might have the talisman I've been looking for. Said it was a memento from her father. Could we really be related? It's not like I can just take it from her. What are you mumbling about? Who's related to who? Ah, sorry, nothing. Oh, so is Yoshimi related to... a schoolgirl? I keep forgetting what her name is. Michio, that's it. Could they be related? I mean, her father bailed on them. So it's possible. Not Yako. We're talking about Michiru who died. Could be. I don't know. Seems like it. They're talking about her though. It's about that thing with your family, isn't it? Is she the one who has the piece of the book that your ancestor left behind? Whoa, 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 what? Piece of the book? Mayu, how do you know that? God, I forget how dense you are sometimes. How long have we been dating now? So that's what that's what they're looking for, Hihaku soaps. I think the piece of the book is the yin thingamajig, whatever it's called. Fuck. So many things that have been popping up in this game that I've completely forgotten. The yin scroll, that's it. Besides, you're the one who came crying to me about it when you got wasted that one time. Rambling about how this old book you're supposed to inherit is hidden in these two talismans. Oh. That's unfortunate. Jeez, that's really unfortunate. Hajime is actually a descendant of that Onmyoji. Huh. That's a surprise. And that something was giving you a bad feeling about it and you needed to be careful. Oh, right. That's all I know though, and I wasn't planning to try and pry any further. But if it's something important that you need to protect, then what are you waffling about? Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Mayu. I feel better now. Oh, that's right. Did you hear? The mockingbirds were seen in Honjo. Huh? That came out of nowhere. Mocking what now? It's an urban legend about these bird stickers that show up out of nowhere. I was always kind of curious about them, but I never thought they'd be in Honjo. Maybe a bunch showing up all over town, so we've got to keep an eye out. You feeling alright? What's gotten into you? What's so special about these birds? Come on, one of them's a penguin with the pompadour. You can't tell me that isn't the greatest thing you've ever seen. That's so dumb. Was it the penguin one we just got, actually? That's right. He was trying to protect something left to him. Could that be the information that Hihaku wanted? Penguino. What is it? Oh, pompadour penguin. Yeah. Right, anyway, right, so what do I need? Have a look at the desk again. Nothing in the top drawer. We need a pen. I mean, there's obviously pens there. There's some kind of note, blah blah blah. Nothing in the bottom drawers there. Typical office desk. There's all kinds of stationery on it. Is there anything that looks usable? Alright, I've got a pen. Now I can write a message. So I better check that it actually works. It's time for nail polish! All-based pen. The pen tip is totally dry. Won't be able to write anything with this. I wonder if I could fix it somehow. Can be fixed with nail polish remover. Well, that's convenient. Huh? You can fix this with nail polish remover? What the? Why did that pop into my head all of a sudden? There's a lot of fourth wall breaking in this game. I like it. Well, might as well give it a try. If this is one of Hihaku's warehouses, there just might be some nail polish remover somewhere. It's not in the drawers. What was in these cardboard boxes again? Disposed bottles and soap. I wonder if there could be... There is! Nail polish remover. There's no label, but I'm sure that's what this is. Alright, so if I use this... Right, so items... Use on pen. Okay. Tip the pen has been soaked in nail polish remover. Should be able to use the pen now, at least for a while. Okay, good. The problem is we don't have a phone number. Just remembered that I heard the rules for the rite of resurrection when I got this curse stone. But killing other people to bring someone back? That's out of the question. Hajime would never accept sacrificing another person to come back himself. None of this was ever an option to begin with. The way he lived. Ever since we were kids, we were always ready to die if that's what it came to. We'd never take our foot off the gas just cause we were scared of death. We're never such big fans of living anyways. That's why we're always prepared for it. Used to wonder if we took things a little too lightly. That's just how much we trusted each other. So I have no use for some shitty right. And that's the truth, Hajime. Well, she doesn't want to use it then. I need a pen and a phone number for a fax machine so I can call for help. I have a pen and some paper, all I need is a phone number I can send a fax to. Do I know of anywhere that has a fax machine? Do I know of anywhere that has a fax machine? Yes, I do. I do. Right, okay. Resume. I guess, do we go back to the resident? Fax machine. It can send images to other places along the telephone network. Fax machine. The number for our home is 63 something 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 something. Well, that's not helpful to me. Ma'am, is everything okay? I'm fine. There's just something I wanted to check. Is that so? So do we use that? Wait a minute. So if we examine the fax machine, new pen, the number is 63 blah 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 yada yada yada. It happened again. The number for a fax machine just popped into my head. There's no way all this information is coming from my own brain. Could someone be sending me their thoughts? Yes. Never mind, I have to focus. Let's get this message sent. Now, I need to tell them where I am. If I tell them everything I know about this place, they should be able to figure out where it is. First, I know I'm in a building owned by Hihaku, a factory or a warehouse. As for the address, it should be close to... this one. That's right, my curse echoes the beckoning light. That means this place must be near Honjo Bridge. Okay, time to send it. I think this is how you do it. Yes, legally distinct phone number. I need a drink, give me a second. Fucking, I've got this ulcer on my tongue which is making it really hard to drink and eat and speak, so I'm struggling to not slur my words at the moment because of it. Fucking hell. Ow. I kind of wish I'd actually looked into getting Textractor to work for this, if just for extracting the text and sending it to TTS untranslated, because that would have been pretty useful. Alright, the fax machine I sent it to is connected. It should be sent. Now, I wait. Please, somebody. Right, so we ended here at least. So that's still incomplete, but that probably finishes pretty soon once we've actually done this. So I guess we have to do this, do we? Oh, the phones. Be my guest, you wouldn't want to keep them waiting. Thank you, I shouldn't be long. Hello, Shigema residence. Oh, it wasn't the phone. What's wrong? Oh, nothing, it was just the fax machine. I'm still not quite used to it. Oh, this is a fax machine? Amazing! So this is how they look. This is incredible. Goodbye to snail mail, am I right? This is the future. Yes, I've checked everything in that room already. I didn't think it would excite you so much. Oh, something came out. Is it finished? I could watch this thing all day. Huh? What is this? It looks like it was written in pen, but... What's it say? What's it say? It says, help, I'm trapped in a Hihaku sub's warehouse or factory near Honjo Bridge. Huh? Hihaku? Why would someone send me such a message? Am I being pranked? No, this is too fishy to be a coincidence. I wouldn't put it past Hihaku to have someone locked up if it's got anything to do with procuring the right. We should check it out. Hopefully we don't find anything so sinister. Right, so let's go to Honjo. What we saw earlier must have been the beckoning light. Something might have changed after what just happened. Yeah, so we need to investigate the factory of it. After looking around, I determined the abandoned factory is indeed Hihaku's. An abandoned factory near the Honjo Bridge. Everything lines up. So the person who faxed us for help is in here? Let's find out. If there's nothing, we should wrap up fast. But isn't this place locked? Don't underestimate me, ma'am. I can make short work of a simple little lock like this. Oh my, you truly are something else. Please be careful then. So that's done. Hey yo. Oh my, okay, so... So do we actually end a chapter here, I assume? So I guess we have to look at the door then? Will someone come and save me? I think so, right? I think I've done all I can do. All that's left now is to wait. Let's check everything. Nothing in the sink. Oh, she's just going to look at herself there. Okay, so there's nothing in the bins. Bet I can fit in the air duct, but that doesn't matter if I can't find a way in. It doesn't look like there's a way in anywhere. Nothing particularly useful. Switchboard. Switchboard. Looking inside, it seems that this room has electricity at least. Does that mean someone is using this place for something? Yeah, I guess so. Right, so end. I'm gonna say that that's done for now. Let's go with let's do this. Can we actually finish this? Start after visit to Hihaku. Yeah, that's just checked itself, so... Huh? What is it? That person coming this way. Uh-oh. Yeah, from a little while back. Mr. Yumioka, over here. Oh. You're Gamyodo's manager. Mr. Yumioka, yes? Good to see you again. Miss Kurosuzu. What a coincidence running into you here. Gamyodo? Yumioka? Sus. Very, very sus. Been trying to avoid eye contact with Mio since he noticed it was her. Something's fishy. How've things been since we last met? If she just stays with her training, she won't have to rely on cheating people anymore. Yes, she has been keeping at it. Cheating people? Just what kind of person is this guy? Miss Kurosuzu, so glad to see you are doing well. I assure you we've had no issues you need to concern yourself with. Oh. Really? Gotta tell me what happened. Case from a while back, a family overseeing a reliquary came to us saying they were being investigated by someone suspicious. Investigated? Tips, what's up? You've missed more than an hour. A psychic named Suigen Gamyodo suddenly showed up. She said that she had a premonition that something terrible would happen and had to exorcise the temple immediately. Sounds like a cover for a burglary. After they notified the police, I was dispatched there by Paranormal Affairs. I inspected the place myself but didn't see anything wrong, so I sent them away. He acted as Gamyodo's manager during the case. It's pretty suspicious. Apparently she was looking for something there, but I told her that's no excuse for fraud and sent her off with a scolding. And honestly, Gamyodo didn't even have much spirit sense to speak of, which soured my mood on the whole thing. Right, so she was one of those types then. Well, she's involved in all kinds of stuff, so she may at least be knowledgeable about paranormal objects. But essentially she's one of those fraudulent psychics that are so common nowadays. She's like a little too nervous for just running into an acquaintance. You. If you have no further business with me, then I'll be on my... Oh, before you go, Gamyodo seemed to know a lot about paranormal objects. It would be a huge help if we could ask her about something. And what might that be? Is she familiar with an ancient text called the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll? Or anything about the descendants of an onmyoji named Seiman Tsuchimikado? I beg your pardon? Miss Kurosuzu, how do you... So you do know about it. I see, if that's what you're after, then that means... Hold it. Don't tell me you're trying to snatch up some innocent schoolgirls this time. Stop right there! Huh? It isn't Yumioka. What a pleasure to see you again. What? Mayu Chozawa? What are you doing here? Huh? Chozawa? This investigator here helped me out. You really did a number on me. What do you know? We just so happen to have some business with Hihaku ourselves. Why don't you join us? You can do that much for us, can't you? You work for Hihaku after all. Depending on how this conversation goes, I won't have to get the police involved. Huh? You work for Hihaku? What's going on? There's really no way you can refuse though, is there? You two young ladies must be involved as well. Would you care to join us? Oh, sure. Good shit. Quite the view, isn't it? How long can you play dumb with this many people lined up and wanting answers from you? You'd better just give in and come clean with everything you know. Ugh. Right, so I actually want to save here very quickly. Because I just want to very quickly scour the area, just in case. The client. He was only introduced as the investigator's client. He's cool. Feels like we wouldn't stand a chance against a full-grown woman like her. Of course. Excuse me, aren't you new to all of this too? Yes. Oh, I guess I'm kind of just tagging along. Hehe, me too. Let's make sure not to get in the way, shall we? Right. But Mia's amazing too, keeping her cool at a time like this. Must be used to dealing with adults by now. Of course she is. Excuse me, I had no idea that Gamyodo was connected with Hihaku. I'd just like to ask, was it Miss Yamamori from Hihaku who obtained the Record of Fates and passed it on to Arashi? No, that was not the case. Oh, my mistake. Was it Suiden Gamyodo's doing then? No, it was not. We first learned of the Record of Fates from Mr. Araishi. It was then that Miss Yamamori gained an interest and extended a contract to compensate him in return for his interest in findings. In return for his research and findings, rather. Then who was it that activated the Feast of Shadows to call forth the Curse of the Seven Mysteries? Give you my word that we had no part in that. We had learned from Araishi beforehand that something would happen at midnight last night, that is all. Liar. Hey, there's no way that's true, stop lying. I must ask that you please refrain from violence. Hold on, Yako, it's alright. The minute I learned that Gamyodo was none other than the Queen of Hihaku herself, I felt that was the case. She doesn't have strong enough spirit sense for it. Oh, gotcha. Well, it is somewhat shameful. If you require proof, then so be it. What? So that talk of supernatural powers was just hot air? I don't think she has zero spirit sense, but even Yaku here has more than her. I do? Also, the spirit power lingering in this park has been bothering me for some time. Quite some time. The person who died here must have had considerably powerful spirit sense. Oh, really? If they were a Hihaku employee, then maybe they should have been the one running things. My, to think Shogo Okie was so talented. Shame he died though. At any rate, Hihaku wasn't the mastermind behind exposing the Record of Fates to the world and initiating the Feast of Shadows. I think we can be sure about that. Alright. And you know about the Record of Fates Yin Scroll too, don't you? If you're researching the Rite of Resurrection into the Record of Fates, then you must have looked into the Yin Scroll as well. That's right. The Record of Fates alone wasn't enough to learn how to collect soul dregs. I'm sure you looked into many things on your own, but how much do you actually know? Who and where Seima and Tsuchimikado's descendants are? Were you able to find that sort of information with Gamyodo's connections? I can't reveal that. Yes, you can. Who and where Seima and Tsuchimikado's descendants are, blah blah blah. Yeah, he's not going to reveal that just yet, so we can't speak about him. We were introduced briefly earlier, but this flashy looking guy is a private investigator. Thought they were only like that in TV shows, but I guess they're pretty intense in real life too. Now then, I've come to hand over the Haunting Clapper's stone like I promised. Curse stone? Thank you, I have to admit I'm surprised that you're a man of your word. But first I've got some questions about the curse stones you already have. What exactly do you want to know? Earlier you said that Hihaku have collected 6 curse stones already. 6? I'd like to confirm which of the 7 mysteries they correspond to. And why do you need to know that? Because I don't trust, of course. If you really collected them like you say, you'd have no problem saying which curse stones they are, right? First, the Whispering Canal. Good, good, and what else? Mayu Chozoa that has the beckoning light. Yep, you're the one who made sure I got it. What? Fortunately for you, I don't feel like handing it over. I don't think it counts as one of yours. Good to know. Anyway, do continue. Next there's the ever-burning lantern which we gave to Hideki Oraishi. So you consider that one of Hihaku's then? Whatever, we'll worry about that later. That's 3, what about the others? Well, the others are... the Foot-Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach. What? And lastly, the Fool's Procession, if I recall. So you claim... How about it, mademoiselle? That's wrong, those 3 are with Inspector Tsutsumi. I gave the Fool's Procession to him myself, so I know he's wrong. There you have it, too bad for you, pal. If our agreement was founded on lies, then I have no duty to hand over my curse stone like I'd promised. Meaning the only curse stone you have is the Whispering Canal. And that it inevitably follows that you used it to kill that young man at Kinchibori Park. Also, he killed him. Such a horrible act, and to your own employee no less. No, there you are mistaken. To be entirely frank with you, we do not possess a single curse stone. What? We plan to collect soul dregs using any method available to us. Of course, as we needed the right. But committing murder ourselves was too much of a risk. We intended on having others collect the soul dregs for us. Is that so? Therefore, I myself have no soul dregs in my possession. It was our plan to arrange for particularly greedy individuals to receive the curses. What? It is possible Shogo Okie came to possess the Whispering Canal because of that. But by the time I became aware of this, he was already dead. We don't know where the canal is, because somebody used it on Shogo. He was found dead at... well, he wasn't technically found dead at the park, but we found his dead body at the park. It possibly means that someone killed him and then placed him in the park. We don't know yet, so the Whispering Canal is like somewhat up in the air at the moment. Yeah, but by the time I became aware of this, he was already dead. I don't believe you. Are you really trying to talk your way out of this now? Or do you really want me to believe a Hihaku employee was cursed by complete coincidence? That is the truth, whether you believe me or not. It must have been someone else entirely who took Shogo Okie's stone and killed him. I have no idea whosoever or whatsoever whose hands the Whispering Canal is in now, nor where it may be. Oh, could it really be? Then it wasn't Hihaku who put the idea in Fumichika Nejima's head to get a cursed stone either. Nejima? The only ones we've negotiated with are Iwai and Oraishi. Interesting. Excuse me, but does that mean you don't know the location of the remaining cursed stones either? There's one that hasn't been mentioned. What about the Taiko of Tsugaru? Oh, good question, my mysterious mademoiselle. I'm afraid we have no information in that regard either. Have you heard enough about curse stones? I have nothing else to tell you. Now cut to the chase then. Are you the ones who killed Hajime Yoshimi? No, we did not. Don't try and play dumb now. If not you, then who? That much I don't know. While it is true we were after the information he possessed, he was killed by someone else before we could acquire it. Which forced us to target you instead, Miss Chozawa. Tch. And that's why you forced me to talk and why I ended up with this curse, huh? Indeed. Well, I never thought you would escape. Well, it took a couple of miracles, but yeah, I got out. And just what information did Hajime have that you wanted? You really think you can get away without answering now? But... Tch. Fine, I'll let someone else ask you for now. Right, so... Inspector. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator. What is it, mademoiselle? Would you be willing to give up the cursed stone you have? Ah, yes, you have a point. They're too dangerous to carelessly walk around with in one's pocket. However, sorry to disappoint you, that's not possible at the moment. And why's that? Ah, you don't know, do you? Then I'll tell both you and your friend from Hihaku over there. I doubt any of you have attempted it yet. But it seems like cursed stones cannot be given to normal people. Huh? What? I actually tested it with the Madame here earlier. Even if you give the cursed stone to someone else, the curse bearer doesn't change, and the stone eventually makes its way back to the bearer. Oh, that's interesting. So who has the stone? Who has the Whispering Canal then? I wonder. Also, that's kinda sus. The stone eventually makes its way back to the bearer, which means that the stones that the detective has on him are probably going back to where they're going. That's pretty bad. That's really bad, holy shit. It's almost obvious when you think about it, seeing as how the curse stones appeared to the curse bearers of their own accord to begin with. But Inspector Tsutsumi has collected curse stones from other curse bearers. Then Inspector Tsutsumi must be a curse bearer himself. Ah. So from what you're saying, curse stones can only be transferred between curse bearers. And obtaining a curse stone alone doesn't make someone a curse bearer, so they can't use its curse? Exactly, so they aren't quite as dangerous as you think. As for Hihaku's intention of just collecting the curse stones for themselves, unfortunately for them, it was never gonna work unless there's a curse bearer among them. Madame Araishi. How could he not know this? That must be why I sensed that I couldn't take Yako's curse stone. I returned it right away when I borrowed it from her earlier. It's precisely how it works, my mysterious mademoiselle. I'll give mine directly to Inspector Tsutsumi later. If you know Inspector Tsutsumi, then I think that's best, thank you. Blah blah blah. Yeah, he's not going to say anything. Then would you prefer I expose to the public how Gamyodo is a fraud with almost zero spirit sense? Fine, I understand. From the results of our independent research, I found that Seiman Tsuchimikado's descendant was Hajime Yoshimi, as I thought it was. That's probably why Hajime was looking for the talismans. Which means that what's her name again? Fuck, keep pronouncing it wrong. Was it Michio? Yes, is probably related to Hajime as well because she has the other half of the talisman. So is that... Oh, that's pretty sad then. Brother and sister have died then. Or at least stepbrother, stepsister or something. What? So that's why you went after Hajime. However, Hajime Yoshimi was only carrying a fragment of the whole. A fragment? That's right, he did say something about a fragment of an old manuscript. The location of the Yin scroll was hidden. This information was split into two and hidden in a pair of talismans, which were then passed down from generation to generation, so Michio is related as well, at least loosely. Ah, talismans? I see. Hajime Yoshimi was supposed to have one, but it was almost certainly stolen when he was killed. It's possible that he knew the location of the other as well. So that's why he questioned me about the things he'd inherited. The girl Hajime had been helping recently must have had it then. Oh, Michio's talisman! Yes, Michio Shiraishi was also likely a descendant of Seimen Tsuchimikado. But what? The talisman she carried as a keepsake from her father. We searched for it based on Miss Chozawa's memories. However, Michio Shiraishi was already dead. Yes, by coincidence she happened to be closely connected to Mr. Owai, so we began our investigation there. But he was already dead too, leaving you in a quandary. I see. Mio, if we can get both of the talismans... Yep, we'll know the location of the record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Wow, sometimes the answer is right under your nose. Sometimes those answers are the hardest to find. So we've talked all that, talked all that. Yako, let's keep quiet about the location of the talismans for now, okay? Ah, right, no need for Yumioko to know. That was a close one, I almost let it slip. Okay, I think that's about all we have to ask him. Well, we'll let you off for today since you went along with all our questions nicely. Pleasure working with you. We're done here. With the information you have. The hell are you whining about? I said we're done, so scram! I like her already. She's already best girl. It's all our business as well, so I'll be bidding you all farewell. Yes, right. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator. Please don't forget about that curse stone. Don't you fret, I'll hand it over to Inspector Tsutsumi like I promised. I'm glad I didn't end up having to give it to that Yumioka. Let's take our leave, madame. With this, we'll be freed from this troublesome curse ourselves. That lady and the investigator. We should keep an eye on them. Agreed. Really? Why? I think they're up to something. Just my intuition, but still. Yeah, I wonder what that investigator really wanted out of all of this. If his goal was getting information about curse stones, then this might be bad. Alright, I got one of those curse stones too, the beckoning light. Alright, if you wouldn't mind, would you give it to Inspector Tsutsumi without using it? Yeah, sure, if you introduce me to the cop, that is. I feel like if I keep carrying it around with me, I'll start getting some weird ideas too. I just remembered, Mayu, I have something important to tell you. Whoa, what's with the yelling all of a sudden? You know a girl named Hitomi Okuda, don't you? Really? Hitomi has Hajime's talisman? Yes, he entrusted it to her in a panic just before his death. He sensed an imminent crisis closing in on him, but Hitomi was the only one around that he could ask for help. That's so. I'm sorry she got left with such a big responsibility. It must mean that Hajime got killed by someone who was after that talisman. But since he gave it to someone else, they couldn't steal it like they wanted. I'll have to thank Hitomi for that. I also think it's going to be hard for us to get her to give up that talisman. Yeah, you may be right, it was Hajime's dying request to her. So you two need the talisman for something? Yeah. Personally, I'd like to use the talisman as bait. Then I could get my hands on the bastard that killed Hajime. Please, I promise we'll uncover the mastermind behind all this. They probably have supernatural abilities at their disposal. Please leave them to us. My god, it's getting hard to talk now, you know. Yeah, we'll catch them, don't you worry. Well, look at that. You've got that look in your eyes. That look that young people get that says they'll get something done no matter what it takes. How am I supposed to say no to that? You go find them and give them what they deserve for what they did to my Hajime, you hear? We will, I'm pretty mad at them myself. If punches work on him, I'll give him a good one. Now that I can get behind, I'll leave it to you two. Now then, your next move should be to find Hitomi and get that talisman. Though isn't there one more talisman that you need? Right, but we've got a pretty good idea of where that one Michio had is. We'll have to check with Inspector Tsutsumi about that. We should go back to the school and call him. You got it. Okay, I'll head to the high school now and wait for you there. Perfect. Yakko the Puncher. The curse of the 100 punches. Oh, hello. How much of this has got... Oh, it's actually going to hit nighttime apparently as well. We've also got what looks like a branch here, which we'll deal with later. Although, I'm starting to think I should probably call it at night because my fucking tongue is killing me at the moment. I'm actually struggling to talk now. Yeah, I've got this ulcer right at the bottom of my tongue, like at the back. So it's like really hard to speak. You probably noticed me slurring my words a little bit. Actually had trouble like eating and drinking this afternoon, so didn't really have much for lunch as well. So I'm feeling a little bit empty at the moment. Let me just have a quick look. We got an end, yes. An ending. There's still a bunch of probably more endings to go. We'll leave it for tomorrow then. I should be feeling a little bit better tomorrow, which means we should be able to wrap this up all tomorrow. I get the feeling that we're probably coming to the end now, actually. So we'll pick this up tomorrow evening, and also with it being Friday, I can probably go on a little bit longer. So yeah, so we'll pick this up tomorrow, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out. Hopefully you've been enjoying this, because I definitely have. But like I said, we will deal with this tomorrow. We've got quite a lot done already, and it looks like we're coming to the end now. I'll find somebody to host, and I'll send you in that direction so you've actually got something to watch tonight. Let's send you to Dot again, because Dot's doing a subathon. Harvest Moon, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll send you to Dot, so go say hello, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. If not, I will see you throughout the week or some other time. Have a good weekend if I don't see you over the weekend. Yeah, I'll catch you later. Thank you for watching as well. Have a good night. Laters.